Hello, you multiversal mongrels. Welcome back to today's episode of JB Podcast. Yay! We have a very special episode today because we don't have to do anything. Y'all did all the work for us.
Yeah, true.
It's so
free
special.
content.
It's free content.
We farmed you guys for free content, easy money, and you guys fell for it.
True.
But yeah, today is the episode 78 is the halfway point of season 2. So for the halfway point of season 2, just want to do a little checkpoint, check in with the viewers, and just find a couple of things. And you guys saw the questionnaire. I know a lot of you saw it from Xenon's episode with artists. See if I can find it right here.
We know they saw it. That's for sure.
I know at least some of y'all saw it. We got like 4 or 5. There's like 5 questions here, and yeah. The first one doesn't really matter as much. The only reason I put the first one on there is just to be like, okay, do majority enjoy it? That's really all I care about. I don't really care about the specifics of how many people said yeah or nah. I just want to see if majority were saying yeah.
Is it majority?
Yeah, majority saying yeah.
Who said nah? How many said nah?
I remember the first
I actually want to know this
question.
now.
What was
How
the
many
first
said
question?
nah? I don't want
The
that.
first question was, are you enjoying season 2 more than season 1?
What was the percentage?
It's pretty good. We'll get into it, okay? All right, let's get into this month. We had 53 responses here today. Crazy turnout. Best turnout we've ever had for any polls we've ever had. So good to see you guys showed up for this one. You guys wanted to be a part of an episode. Congrats. I mean, not many responses on the are you enjoying season 2 so far? Only 24 responses on this one, but only one person said nah.
Oh my.
Hey, you a bitch, bro. I'm gonna give it a buck. You a bitch. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
He wasn't feeling it. He was like, what do you want, a dick rat? I don't like it.
I like it. Look.
Yeah, he didn't want a dick rat. I guess good on him.
Yeah.
Everyone else was riding, I guess. All right, so just scrolling through here, I didn't read any of these, but I was scrolling through on my own, and so we have 53 responses, but not. We have, like as I said, there's like 4 different questions here. Not all of them have 50 responses each. In fact, most of them don't. Like the other most of the questions, the most you'll get here is 17 responses. The majority of the responses come from the question one. The question has 51 responses.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the main one I was worried about anyway.
So what we're gonna do is, because that's not the last one on here, but we're gonna get to that last. We're gonna just skip over that, and we're gonna go through everything else because those are the shorter ones, and then we're gonna get to the questions last.
Grind those out, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So start at the top here. Anything you would like us to do during season 2? And let me go to the top here. First one says get better. We're trying.
We know who that is.
Yeah.
We know who that is.
We're trying.
I mean, some might say we are getting better. I'm just saying.
Some would say that.
Some would
Numbers
argue.
would say that for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're trying.
But I think we know who the get better comment is.
Do we?
We had one no, so I would assume that it's him.
I mean, yeah, there was one no, but there was also 53 responses, right? What if someone else didn't feel it either, but they didn't say nah? They'd be like, I don't want to say nah.
Yeah, true.
I'm just gonna like ignore logic and be like, that's him.
All right.
Okay.
So I can just like make him like a villain in my brain. He's like
okay.
he's our antagonist.
As long as you're annoying logic. Then
all of those like small podcasts you sent me, like look at these guys.
Yeah.
They're our rivals. It's one of them. They're like, get better.
Yeah.
Hey, get better.
Better. We have more subs than you.
We have twice the subs. Okay, we have triple the views. What do you
Get your
want
views
about?
up. Get your views up, bud.
Next one, bring more guests on.
Oh
Another thing.
yeah.
Trying.
Yeah.
We're not famous people, man. We can't just I can't just hit up Joe Rogan and be like, yo, where you get your guests from? Like, it don't really work like that.
Like, don't worry. I got
nobody.
Literally all of our guests at this point are just gonna be like our friends that we've already established and have relationships with, and bring them on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I could like DM Pokimane. I know like me and her are pretty close, so let me just.
Well, yeah, but we don't want to like get her on here
Because they're gonna say like she rose y'all.
She made us.
She made y'all.
She made us.
It's like,
Yeah.
nah, we had all this shit beforehand. We were
Yeah, we want to do our own thing, grow in our own way. So
Yeah, exactly. Same reason why you haven't seen Liz in a long time. We're trying to do our own thing. We don't want to ride the coattails of someone. Next one. We got a whole paragraph here. Okay. Season 2 feels like you guys have kind of just transitioned into being a show rather than a podcast. Season 1 felt more like a podcast where you guys just chatted. And season 2 feels more formatted with topics and ideas like the chicken episode, multiverses tournament, and drafts. Now, don't get me wrong. I still very much love the newest episodes and enjoy the show feel. But I also kind of miss the old podcast episodes too. So I just hope we get some of those too. Again.
I see where they're coming from.
Yeah, I can definitely see
I
that.
definitely see it. I mean, we have kind of just doing a lot. I think someone said it before. I think Tyler might have said it before. Like, we do kind of just like do show things instead of like podcast things a lot because we're doing the draft. I mean, at this point, you see the episode that just came out as well. Like, you know, we're doing a whole bunch of different things now on this podcast, but we're still trying to give you some podcast episodes here and then.
I mean, we definitely have a couple. Like the last one was like artists. That was definitely just a normal
podcast episode.
just a
Yeah, I
podcast
mean-
episode.
I will say, like, a lot of our newer stuff, like for the podcast and whatnot, for season 2 at least, as it like the way it differs from like season 1 stuff is that we didn't really prep anything for season 1 stuff. It kind of just like whatever happened.
Yeah.
And I think that it's good at times because you get spontaneity of like the hypotheticals and stuff, and you can spring those going forth.
Yeah.
But then like you have to take the good with the bad. You also got the episodes where it was slow for an hour and a half,
Yeah,
and it was like nothing. Like
With the Jose Cookie one, right?
yeah, Jose Cookie, it's like literally an episode called "What Are We Doing Here?"
Yeah.
Even though, yes, granted, that was like one of the first episodes. However, it's like you end up with stuff that isn't up to par. Whereas now we're actually coming in with stuff not fully planned out, but more planned out, more outlined, if you will.
Yeah.
And I feel like personally, I'm having a lot more fun doing season 2 episodes than I was in season 1, just purely for the fact is like I know what I'm going to talk about. Like I know what we're doing. Whereas in season 1, it was like we could talk about anything, especially when Eduardo was here. Literally anything can come up. So it's like gets boring because if something comes up that's not fun, well, we can't just pivot to something we already prepped because we just have nothing to pivot to. It's just you try to change off, and then that's why we had all those tangents because you have to tangent when there's no destination. But now we actually have a destination in mind for episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see what they're saying, but I think personally I do like the new format now, where we kind of understand what we're doing going into the episode for the most part.
It also makes it easier for us. We don't have to sit there and be like, damn, what are we going to talk about for like an hour, right?
Well, yeah, totally. Like especially during like y'all don't see it, but some of those episodes we sit there and like say nothing. Like we record an episode, and then like a segment of the episode just be us like, all right, where do we go from here?
Not even that, like that as well, but like there's so many episodes in season 1. Like I think pretty much all of like the 20s, 30s, even some of the 40s, where it's like we get here and we're like, oh, what are we talking about? I don't know. So we'll all sit there in silence on TikTok for 30 minutes just trying to find ideas.
Yeah, just trying to find
Reddit, just trying to find
That was the
ideas to
pregame.
talk about. So it's like we pregame. It's like, okay, write that down. Okay.
Yeah, because like
and we have like 4 things. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah.
'cause, like we already said, we're not famous. So like unlike other podcasts where people like can travel and do all this stuff, our lives aren't that like
We're just like you.
We're just normal niggas, bro.
regular
We're just
people.
normal people. So like.
Yeah.
We're finally making content that kind of like is more fun to us, that we can actually like do something, actually try to entertain y'all. So
Exactly.
Like, yeah, if we were like Trash Taste, sure, we could just sit here and talk about, yo, I just went to Japan last week. It
Yeah.
was crazy. Like, we can't do that, though. We're not rich
Yeah.
like that. And not only rich, just like we don't have
connections.
We don't have, like, the connections like they do where they can just do stuff. Where, like, Ludwig just like, oh, yeah, I saw his meeting with Connor. Like, we can't just do stuff like that.
I can be like, remember when I told you I was gonna go see Schlatt and we were talking about yeah. So I mean, you already saw the video, but like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, no,
no, we're just normal dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only so much we can do.
For now.
Next one. Make the episodes longer. Back in season 1, you guys had the 2-hour episodes, and that was amazing. Since we only got 1 episode a week, having it longer makes it feel like it was more worth the wait. But this kind of goes into what we were saying about season 1. Part of the reason Tyler and some of us didn't really enjoy recording season 1 as much is because of the 2-hour thing, right? You guys don't know this, but the 2-hour thing was forced, like completely. Not all of them were forced, but a lot of them were very
Like the
forced.
Christmas wasn't forced. That was just like
That was just natural.
That
off
one
the
was gonna
cuff.
be 3 hours. You know, there was
Yeah.
like 40 minutes of it was cut out. We talked about that
Exactly.
before. But like most of them are just forced that way because because back in the day when I was running the podcast, I was like, we're comparing ourselves to Trash Chase. Trash Chase does 2-hour episodes. We do 2-hour episodes. That's what we do. So that's why we just force everything to do it. We'd sit there. That's why there's a lot of points if you look in season 1. Like go to like an hour 30 on some of these episodes in season 1. You'll see we're just sitting there for a second because I'm trying to sit there like, what can I make a topic for 30 more minutes?
Or it's like one person talking, just trying to like elongate as much as they
Exactly.
can. That's what we talked about. Like I've talked to you about it. I think on the podcast. Like I know definitely outside, but on the podcast as well, where you would like have a timer in your head. Like, okay, we're talking about this for way too long. It's like, okay, we need to talk about something else. Like. You told me, like in season 1, you would have that little like
Yeah,
you
that
need to
tiny
change the
little
topic.
timer.
And that was the whole like, but nah.
Yeah,
It's 'cause that was the transition.
it wasn't always accurate, but like in the moment you'd be like, oh, man, I feel like we've been talking for this like one subject matter for like the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm like in my head like, if I was gonna do a podcast, would I really want to listen to this? I'm not always right, but like I always did it. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
man.
at the time I was like, that's dumb, but like looking back on it, now that we're actually planning things out, it's like that makes sense. That we were talking about like nothing for so long.
I mean, I'm surprised some of you guys even stuck around during season 1. It seems like some of you guys were here for season 1. I'm surprised you guys sat there for like the 10 minutes of of nothing sometimes. I would just be sitting there like, so already had cheese today or something, like stuff like that. Like
I too breathe air.
like, I have not seen season 1 since like I used to edit it really, but like I bet if I went back and watched it, I'd be like, damn, bro, there's really a whole 10-minute segment where I talk about what's your favorite cheese, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's just random stuff. Yeah.
I feel like our tangents back then were way more boring than our tangents are now.
Yeah, but I think it kind of just goes back to like a quality versus quantity type thing. Like, would
Yeah.
you rather have like quantity, just sheer in volume more, or would you rather have, in at least our opinion, like better content but it's more condensed, right? Like I would personally prefer, like, even if it's, you know, the 46 episode or 46 minute the food episode, the whose meat was in our mouth, was like 46ish minutes.
Yeah,
it's like
49 minutes,
that
yeah.
was you couldn't stretch that out into 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, you
just
could
had to
have
add stuff.
You add stuff,
Yeah,
but then it's like
yeah.
at that point you're just adding filler.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
You're gonna
okay,
add
on
to
top of chicken, now we're doing burgers, right? Like,
Yeah.
it was like if this was a season 1 idea, that's what would have happened. We would have been like, all right, we need like 7 burgers, 7 chicken. This is the only way we're stretching this out to 2 hours.
Personally, you know, I think this is a good comparison. That'd be like saying like Boruto's the GOAT just because it got all that episodes. Like it's just stacking episodes every week. It don't
Hey,
stop.
Naruto still has more episodes.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's stacking more episodes and it's not
Yeah.
even close to finishing. So it's
Yeah,
like
I guess.
it's like they could go, but yeah, but most of it's filler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, but they got more episodes. And then One
Like,
Piece,
most of
One
those
Piece
minutes are just filler.
Hey, Detective Conan got to be insane. Or like that one family anime that Joey talks about.
Doraemon?
No,
the other one.
The other one.
The one that's like
the actual
insane.
family.
Oh, it's like the
Yeah.
slice of life.
It's not
It's
even
a dude living
it's not
his
even
life.
It's literally just like life. It
Yeah,
just
this
is
is a
life.
dude living his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
It's like 2,000 episodes or some shit.
Yeah, I totally see where y'all are coming from, but like we're finally making content like we kind of want to make now, and like we're just trying to give like y'all a better experience. And yeah, we had to sacrifice. You know, the episodes are shorter now. That's about it actually.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
really short.
it's shorter and there's, I guess, less tangents because
Yeah.
most of it's structured.
It's less of us just like talking as if we have nothing planned out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm enjoying it. So
I'm definitely enjoying season 2 content more than season 1 content.
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it seems
on
like
average, yeah.
Seems like the viewership at least shows that as well. So
Yeah.
all right, next one. I can't really think of anything, but I will say that you guys have been making hella moves this season with that new Chicken Coop series and this Multiverses tournament. Those are fire.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We also enjoy those series as well. Tyler, Chicken Coop's his baby.
Love
He
the
enjoys
Chicken
the Chicken
Coop.
Coop as well, of course. And I enjoy the Multiverses. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's my baby, but like I enjoy the Multiverses as well.
It's a nice
fun thing.
background thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love bracket based in tournament.
It's also
things.
the
so
one thing I
fun.
really do like about it, like thinking about it from a viewer standpoint. Even though we only talk about it really once a month, it's something that's always there in the background.
Yeah.
So it's like you
Yeah.
can always look back on it. It's on the Reddit. Like you can go see like the bracket. You see people talk about it, all this stuff. So although it's not like actual content consistently, you know, weekly or whatever, it's something that's always there and it's going to be there until the end. And I think it's really fun and interesting. I haven't seen a lot of other stuff do that where it has content happening in the background, not in the foreground.
And it sparks debates, like the whole people debating us about Batman, right? Like, because we're
Yeah.
not as high on Batman as some of the people
Putting
are,
the
right?
the Batman blog.
Yeah, like, I'm not a
like,
Batman
it
dick
just-
writer.
Like it just puts some things that we would have never like. Would the Batman fans have ever shown themselves had it not been for this tournament? Who knows? Probably
who
not.
knows? Yeah, not only that, it also gives people a chance to go back and watch like some of the older episodes
Yeah,
if
like
they missed
Jowp
it,
and
like
Blood
Jowp
God.
and all that.
Because I see that like Jowp and Blood God are getting more views accruingly because of this tournament. People are going back like, well, let me go check out Jowp Gabe. He's kind of going far in this tournament.
I wanna
Let
see
me
what
go
he
check him
does.
out.
Let me see what it's actually about.
And the
He's
Blood God
Loki just
episode,
him.
yeah, they're like going, I want to see what these Blood God people are about. Let me go watch the episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the Multiverses tournament as well, and Chicken Coop is fun as well. So thank you for that. Some different guests would be cool. It's kind of the same thing.
Again,
Down to the
that
guests,
just goes
yeah.
back to like we're just normal people, and like the people we bring on, like the people
you
we would
want?
bring on is just people that we just know. Like,
I can't just dial up the
we get us-
president and be like, all right,
We're
get
like,
on.
all right, Jowp, I didn't get over here right
Let me
now.
get Obama real quick. We can get AI Obama, maybe. Where am I at? Okay, I'm here. Keep doing your thing. You guys are rolling out bangers.
Let's go,
basically
thank you.
same what the other guy was saying. Yeah. More duo episodes. I mean, that's an idea we've thought about.
Yeah.
We've kind of played
different
with as well.
combos.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to give any definitive answers there, but potentially.
Yeah.
I like those old videos you guys used to have on your channel with Jackbox and the other party games.
I didn't know people watched that. I saw the reviews on it, but I didn't know people actually watched it.
Hey, I'm just saying, I stream at least twice, 3 times a week now. So like, you can go watch us do stuff right there. But I mean, like, we don't really do stuff like that. Was just that was
what we used to do back then.
yeah, that was what we
don't do
did
that
back
anymore.
then. Yeah, like
I mean,
the Garchic phone and then the Jackbox and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's not even like, oh, we do that now. We just don't record it. No, we just don't do that.
Like we just
it's
genuinely
not a
just
thing that
don't
happens.
do it anymore. We will like some random nights when we be like, let's play some Jackbox. Like, okay, let's play some Jackbox. But
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really happen very
Yeah.
often.
We totally could, but
Yeah, we could. It wouldn't be.
But there are
hard.
reasons why we don't sort of play those games anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only Jackbox isn't a game that has so much replayability, right?
No,
like,
you
you can only.
Like the only time like you get a lot of enjoyment on Jackbox is like when a fresh game comes out, or it's like that.
Yeah.
Like everyone on the call is like, I'm gonna go play this one game, and then you play it like twice, and you're like, all right, I'm good.
All right,
Yeah.
we
Get
got
your
our fill.
Yeah.
There's definitely some party games that we could probably play. Like
Mario
I've
Party?
been telling people I've been wanting to play Tabletop Simulator for like the longest time. So.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm not definitive of when or what it's gonna be, but one of the things I do want to do for this channel is start doing like games, like more like a game hour,
Yeah.
right? Not specifically an hour, but it's like just like the game corner, and it could be live or virtual, and doing stuff like that. And we can do other types of party games. We can do live party games. We can do like Mario Party or something. Like we can just do so much.
Don't
different
do
things like
Mario
that.
Party.
Mario
I saw
Party
a
is the
Mario Party
game.
drinking game where it's like every time if someone gets a star, then everyone else drinks, and if you lose a star, you take a shot.
I
Like
want
all
to do
this
that. I kind of want to do that.
It kind of went crazy. Everyone's like,
Drunk
bro.
Mario Party.
Yeah, do you own a Switch, Tyler?
Hmm?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
own a
he
Switch.
does.
Yeah, I always forget. I always
Everyone
forget.
owns a
'cause
Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not on Jose's plan like y'all are.
That's how it would be.
Because he keeps trying and it just doesn't work out. Because my Switch has like it's like the DNS things, whatever. Anyways,
All right, next one. More hypotheticals. It's something we've heard a lot.
we've heard that a lot.
We
yeah.
get it.
It's not something we can just like. I can't just pull these out of my ass, man. Like they take time. I gotta whip these up in the kitchen. Like almost all the hypotheticals that have happened. I thought about beforehand. I didn't just like I didn't pull out of my ass. Like I thought of it before the episode happened. Like I have to think of these things. I can't just like. All right, I got it. Just like do it real quick off the fly. Like I gotta think about it, and I'm busy. I'm doing other stuff. I'm doing stuff like the multiverses. Right? I'm doing stuff in the background. I ain't got time
Making
to always
moves,
be
we're
thinking
making
about hypotheticals. Yeah.
To be fair, though, in their defense, it has been a while since we done like a hypothetical.
Yeah.
We have what is Eduardo? That's a hypothetical.
That is a hypothetical.
It is.
that was
I
not even
wish I
hard.
would have recorded the entire Eddie hamster, or was it a hamster or was it a gerbil with
the fuck are you on
Eduardo?
about?
With Eduardo. He's like, what do you
Oh,
turn into a
that-
hamster? It was like 3 hours one night. It was so fun. I wish I would have recorded that because we could have put it up there too. But I mean, like, it would be kind of cool if we could do like a Google form or something, and we can link it, and they can just like, hey, you got a hypothetical? Put it
yeah.
up there, and if it's
I feel
good enough,
no, but that's the thing though. Devin asked them last time they asked about it. He's like, give us ideas, and they didn't.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they had ideas, they would have given it to us.
hey, ChatGPT's going crazy.
I mean,
I'm just saying,
hey,
give me a
and then we
hypothetical.
say it, and they're like, nah, you're not.
It's like watch all of Jowp. All right, look at their hypotheticals. Okay, now I want you to.
I'm just saying, here's a second chance. If you want us to do more hypotheticals and you have any ideas, send them to us.
Yeah.
We'll look at it.
We
Review
could
it.
put a Google form up right in the description right now. You can just go there right now, put whatever infinite hypotheticals, whatever you want, and we'll look at it.
Last year you guys said you would do a top 10 albums of the year, but you guys never did that.
I was
That is
actually
true.
thinking. I was
We
actually
did
thinking
not.
about that. December came around. I was like, I wonder if Gabe still wants to do this. And you just never brought it up. So like, I
I
guess we just did.
completely forgot about it.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I completely forgot about
Because that was
it.
all the way back at the award show.
The thing is,
It was, yeah.
I didn't forget because I was thinking about it. I was like, since you never brought it up, and like you're not one to like usually forget things. I'm not saying you can't forget things, but you're not usually one to forget something. So I was like,
Yeah.
maybe it's Gabe didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
No, I completely forgot about it. Like I said, like earlier with the hypotheticals thing, I'm thinking of other things, right? I have other stuff to do. I'm also in school. Like I'm not just only thinking about the podcast. This ain't my full-time job. Like I do other stuff. I can't only think about this.
Or
So yeah, I forget things sometimes like that, and it is what it is. I'm also not only that, I'm also thinking of future episodes. Like you'll see, like in the future, like there's a bunch of episodes we have planned that I've been thinking about. Like there's the episode you guys just saw. Like I planned that for a while. It's like
yeah.
it takes a while, and sometimes I'll forget things like that. Yeah, we can probably do that sometime. It'll be pretty late, but I still have my list. I can definitely knock that out with Devin sometime.
We could. I mean, it's a new year too. We can always just do this year too.
Yeah, well, that'd be like all the way at the end of the year.
Well, yeah, but still, that's what I'm saying. We just need to restart in general.
Where are we at here? More anime talk. Another thing we heard in the award show.
How many episodes?
Seems
do
to
you
be
want?
the same guys are showing up again. We give them anime episodes like enough. Like I don't
But
know.
I think what
At
it
this
is.
point, it's just like the haha talk about anime. We don't talk about it for one episode.
I
It's
think,
like
we
alright.
literally either we say it during the episode or after, but it's like there's the anime talk. We're done with
Yeah.
anime. I got your anime. But I think what it is that like the reason why we don't talk about it as much is, one, we've already talked about everything that we've seen pretty much up to this point that's relevant to whatever conversation. So they already know our stance on it. What, you want me to say One Piece the GOAT? It's the GOAT.
Yeah,
there.
like we always
JoJo good? JoJo good. Like, you know what I mean
We talk about it when it comes
up.
I don't even understand the whole like talk more about anime. Like I say it as a joke, like how we give you your anime talk. We talk about like every other episode at least. Like there's at least a segment that's about anime. There has not been more than a 3-episode stretch where we haven't talked about anime. Guaranteed there hasn't been.
It's to the point where we just have like the same take. Like I don't know what new take we can have on this anime that we're already talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like they already know what our takes are, so it's like the only thing we could talk about is like new stuff that comes out. But we don't always just watch the new stuff that comes out like as it's coming out. Yeah. So it's like it's different. But I think like what I was trying to say is that because we did tangent so much, anime was a good default.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, I was watching this and this is what happened. Let's talk about it. But now that again we're structured, so it's like we don't have to talk about it to fill the time.
We have certain, so like Xenon's episode is a perfect example of there was no anime talk in there because it was like focused on a certain. Well, that wasn't like structured in a way, but like during like the 30-minute mark, we went to the controversial people part, and then that's like kind of where it went from there. There's no space for anime in there. Like we're other people. We're not an only anime podcast. You want to talk about only anime for was like 78 episodes? No way, no shot.
We do other things. I mean,
we'd have to only watch anime for that to be that thing.
No, you get it. Like we do other things, and we pride ourselves on being like fully like well-developed beings.
Like the
so,
jack of all trades.
Yeah, like we like other things other than just anime.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think it's the last one. A 5-host episode with Jose, Gabe, Devin, Tyler, and Eduardo.
So there's Christmas part 2.
Bring it back.
We never did 5, I don't think.
No,
Christmas season 1.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
So Christmas part 2 then.
Bring
I
it
guess
back.
that's what you want.
That'd be.
I mean, that sounds. We can
The
do
logistics of it are kind of hard to do, but I think maybe we could.
It's feasible. Yeah.
It's possible. It's not an impossibility. It's not like anyone's dead or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's dead.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the next one. Any new series you'd like to see us do? We got 17 here. Let's just go here. More out of podcast I have activities like Moist random vids when he does stuff like the fitness gram doesn't mean to replicate, just an example.
Okay, I actually have been thinking about doing stuff like that for real.
Me and Tyler talked about it, and we're trying to do the logistics of us going outside and like vlogging. It's not really vlogging, but us like doing
outside stuff outside of the studio.
Yeah. You know, we don't have that much money, so like
because again, like we're not getting paid for all this. Even though it is stuff that we want to do and we would love to like eventually do and get done. End of the day, we're not getting money from this shit, so it's like we got to put our own money into stuff, and we don't always have the money to go buy 15 GoPros or whatever. Not that we need 15, but like to go buy 4 or 5 GoPros with 4 or 5 mics with mic packs and like cameras and all that stuff.
We're new to this YouTube thing. We're not like Trash Shakes. They've been doing it for 10 years.
Exactly.
We don't know how the logistics of half these things work. Like I couldn't even begin to think about what it's like to even go out and vlog and have that like. How I would even get that? Like
not even like the logistics too, but like also like how to do it itself because we've never done content like that.
It's such a steep hill. Technically I've been doing YouTube for
we're
like 4 years.
Really, we're starting from zero.
Realistically, we started YouTube when Jowp started. Yeah. That's realistically it. So it's like a year and a half. That's all we have under our belt. There's only so much we can do. Yeah, we have to just basically what we've done to this point is just watch tutorial videos on YouTube and how we do everything. It's pretty much how we gotten this far.
Yeah. Not saying that we don't want to do it. Like
it's definitely
I want to do
on our
stuff.
radar for sure.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time and if we can get to it. Next one. I think you guys should do a lot of the stuff you guys have talked about wanting to do, like the game shows and the Media Monday thing. I'd pretty much be down to watch any new series you guys make.
How many times y'all bring up Media Monday? And
it is funny. Gabe and I, when Cyberpunk Edge Runners came out, we both watched it like 2 weekends or 2 weeks after it came out. Like it was really short after it came out. We're gonna do it, and I typed up. I still have the sheet of every episode. like this is the episode. This is what I think. This is what's gonna happen. And like I was like, oh my god, like with all this stuff. And I was like, all right, Gabe, let's do it. And he's like, I work till like next Tuesday. I'm like, I got a test next Tuesday. Can we do Friday? And he's like, I work Friday.
It just got pushed into the point where like, well, Cyberpunk's too old.
It's out of date at this point.
Yeah, like, we can't talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, now that Tyler is, he's graduated now. I feel like y'all could do it now.
Definitely could. Media Monday is the thing that has not.
It's just a matter of like prepping and doing all the prep work.
Yeah, we gotta find a media to Monday
and preferably new content too, not just like let's just both watch JoJo again and like
I mean,
I'd be down to
JoJo
I'd be
lands.
down.
I mean, it's
every
part
chapter,
9.
JoJo lands. It's monthly too.
Yeah,
so it's like, you're gonna do JoJo lands.
No,
chapter
the
breakdown.
month.
Hey, low key, that might go kind of hard. That might go kind of hard.
We could low-key do that.
Okay, hold on, that might go hard.
Yeah, I can't wait till 10 years in the future. We're like, all right, let's see how JoJo ends. Media Monday.
Media Monday, let's go.
Media Monday. Yeah, baby. At that point, we have like a Rocky on speed dial.
Because it takes 10 years for a part to end.
Rocky texts us. He's like, bro, I really liked how you guys analyzed my chapter 700.
y'all caught one thing that I didn't think anyone was gonna catch. It's like I know.
we're coming around.
JoJo fans, don't get me say.
Yeah, we got JoJo meat in our mouth.
Is that actually true though? Did it take 10 years for part 8 to end?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It wasn't
10 years,
10. It was
really.
like 9 or something like that.
Because I
I think that was actually the shortest part.
Yeah, because I think it was
of-
short. yeah.
Aside from like the earlier parts that were weekly, but like of the monthly parts, I think part 8 was actually the shortest part.
Yeah, it took
That's
like
insane.
9 or 8 years.
I can't imagine reading something for 10 years. I'd be like, because I was telling Eduardo, I'm like, Eduardo, you're like 30, and you're like, I'm a kid. Like, yeah, I finally finished JoJo.
I mean, One Piece fans been reading it for 20 years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, they said the anime, like, this guy broke down the calcs of, like, how they're releasing the anime schedules and stuff. And he said that within the next 10 years, part 9 anime will start.
It's
You have
so
to think
crazy.
about, like,
thing.
how
So,
insane
but it has to
it
get
is
through 7, though. 7's going to be tough because of the
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
Imagine how insane it is to be a JoJo fan since day one. You've been doing it for 40
years.
40 plus
Especially an
years.
American JoJo fan. You got to pirate that shit with, like
You're
viruses.
dedicated. You were
like,
the realest JoJo fan of all.
You're
if that's the
AOL,
case.
like...
You're the GOAT.
That's why I just find it so funny. Like, when we're like all in our 30s, JoJo part 9 is gonna be over.
Yeah.
That's so crazy
That's
to
the
think
end of
about.
JoJo, probably.
Most likely. I mean, he'll be 70 at that point. I can't see him doing another part.
Part 10.
Yeah, I can't see it. He also said this was the last part. So
Yeah.
I don't think he's a
Unless he
liar.
does something like where it's like he's like a ghostwriter or something. But
Yeah, like what Toriyama does, right?
Yeah.
Because Toriyama's
Toriyama.
retired as well, and he's just like, all right, I'll guide you, but
Storyboards
you
it.
do it.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm down for it.
I'm
as long as
100%
Araki's
down.
like completely hands-on, then I'm fine with it.
yeah.
Right.
Alrighty, next one. Not really a new series, but I think it'd be interesting if for a stretch you guys tried a bunch of duo episodes with duos we haven't already seen. Same thing.
We've been talking about it. We've been
All right.
saying that.
We've
Yeah.
talked about
Throw
it. I
on
mean,
Jose and Eduardo. Don't know what they're gonna talk about. Let's do it.
I mean, I'll be down. It's just a matter of if the people, like, I'm not like the puppet master. Like, I can't make them do it. They still have to want to do it. So, I mean, it's really up to the people who
Like
are
we talked
gonna
about
be
before,
on
like
the episode.
Eduardo and Jose are basically just guests now at this point. So it's like
Yeah.
getting them to want to come back in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do it.
it's a chore in itself.
Yeah, I mean, like not only that, like most of our duo episodes are like themed in a sense. So like, what would like certain duos even talk about or want to do?
I mean, they could do theme. Like, Eduardo and Jose,
Mostly there
talk
isn't.
for hours in Discord as it is. I feel like
Yeah, true.
they could. It's just a matter of, like,
Doing
the
it.
thing is, the difference with, like, Eduardo and Jose will literally sit in Discord and talk to each other for hours. Like, if Jose's off and he wakes up at, like, 11, he'll be in Discord with Eduardo till, like, 5 before the next person joins. And they're just in there for hours. When it comes to the podcast, Eduardo and Jose are completely different people. So it's so different. They would not be able to talk. You see it all the time. If you watch Tyler's stream, and I was like, "Oh, Tyler's stream, I gotta act different," because he does. He just acts different when the
Genuinely
camera
says
is on.
that, yeah.
So it's just how he is. He doesn't want to be Eduardo when the camera is on. So if you sit Jose and Eduardo down, normally they could talk, but like with the camera, it's different because they.
What you
both
should
act
do
different.
is like you should
Just secretly record them.
yeah, secretly record them. Like find
Their
a way
Discord
to
conversation.
yeah, like tell Jose like just record it, and then like
But Jose will still be different too, though. It's not just Eduardo.
Yeah.
I
That's
guess
the issue.
yeah. I guess
I'd
just
have
like
to do.
you-
I'd have to like secretly
no,
hack into his
do the
computer.
AirPod thing. So it's like your phone's in here, but the AirPod's in his room. And you can hear it, and it's like you're recording it on. And you,
Yeah, it will say all the tips and tricks of how I'm going to secretly record it while Jose's right there.
Just put malware on his computer.
malware.
But yeah, I mean, next one, tier list videos would be fun to see. I mean,
Definitely
this-
something else
we
something
talked
Kevin's
about it.
before
Yeah.
as well. I mean, as a series, I'm sure tier list Tuesday, like it's
That might go hard,
it's
yeah.
already the name is already there,
Yeah.
right? Like it could definitely be a thing we do. We'll look into it. We've already talked about doing tier lists before, so it's just a matter of can we find tier lists to do that'll be entertaining every time. And if it's tier list Tuesday, would it be weekly? Could we really come up with every week a new tier list? Who knows? Right?
Could, but yeah.
Yeah, but would they all be interesting? Like when we get to the point where it's gonna be like it's like chicken tier list. It's like
Hey, chicken
all right,
tier
man,
list?
Yeah.
you guys already did fast food. Like why are you doing? It's like I don't know. It's like you're hitting the same demographic but slightly different.
Yeah.
It'll get
At that point,
weird.
it feels like you're milking.
Yeah, it's just like oh, you guys did the shonen tier list, but now you're doing the anime shit. It's the same thing.
yeah,
But you're hitting different like strides. All right, next one here. Maybe the Media Monday thing you guys talked about
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
but I don't know if that's already in the works. I mean, technically, I guess it's kind of already in the works.
Yeah.
But like,
It's just a matter of like lining up schedules and doing it.
Yeah. If you're wondering, because you guys probably know at this point, we are backlogged. No, nothing has been recorded yet.
As of right now, no.
We
Yeah.
have not done any Media Mondays yet, but who knows? It has been in the works for a while. We'll see. I would love it if you guys did some IRL stuff like outside of the studio. I mean, we've already talked about this before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of any ideas, but the Media Monday series you guys talked about sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. More tournament-based things. I mean, we've got some more tournament-based things cooking up. You'll see them.
Yeah,
You've seen one of them. You'll see some more in the future. I got some ideas, so that's for sure something I can give you a definitive answer.
Yeah,
on. We are doing that.
we definitely
We got more tournaments. I love tournaments as well. Trust.
Something is coming.
Yeah. All right. Some kind of gaming series. I mean, this kind of goes to what Tyler was talking about already with the gaming hour. So, I mean, nothing much to talk about. In all caps, bring back a Jowp versus.
Dang, dude.
All right.
All right, Gabe at the CB. Haven't seen me yet.
3 exclamation points too. He's like, bring back Jowp versus.
I'm just saying, Gabe hasn't seen me yet. There's a reason why Gabe.
I'm just saying, I'm undefeated. That's all I'm saying.
Gabe's on Tyler Eduardo, and he didn't see me. He stopped at me. I'm saying.
All I know is I'm undefeated. That's all I know.
All I know is I want a rematch. That's all I want to say.
What, a rematch, did you? I think you did take me the hardest because I swept Eduardo, right? And
We went down to it was last game.
Yeah.
But I remember when we were doing it because I had fucking like 4 tests that week. I was just stressed.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Next one, type of trivia series. I mean, that's something I think Devin's talked about before.
That kind of goes into like, I want to say
game shows.
Yeah, game
Yeah,
shows.
kind
Like,
of.
that's
Yeah,
kind of what
because
that
I brought
is,
up Tyler, like, in a game show, it'd be fun if you did, like, a trivia thing. Because I told him, like, I want to do more stuff where we're competing against one another. So trivia is something that's easy, where we can just,
Well,
like,
actually, hey, by the time this comes out, Chicken Coop will be out. There's some trivia in Chicken Coop.
It's not
If you
real.
haven't
It's
seen
not
it,
real.
go back. I mean, it is trivia.
It's
There's like
trivia,
fucking like
but-
15 questions or some shit.
Yeah, but it's just a word. I'm just testing a word if he knows his
But then
shit
we all answered though, some of them. Not all of them, but we all.
Most of them, Gabe already knew. I knew most of it as well. Just matter. I want to see if Eduardo knew it.
Yeah, but I mean, I also like the way I formatted it when I edited it is like the viewers see the question, they see the answer, and it's like put down below what you got.
Yeah, I feel though.
Yeah.
All right.
But trivia is definitely something that goes in the game show, I think, mostly.
Next one, a series based around music in some way. I mean, we kind of got that.
We kind of got that. Yeah.
We kind of got
We
that.
kinda got
So, I
that,
mean,
so.
check the box. We got it.
They haven't seen it yet, but
Next one, karaoke. I mean, I think I've heard someone else talk about this. one
Yeah, I
before.
mean, I said like because I love singing and stuff, and I know Devin does too, and like we've done karaoke, but it's just a matter of like just recording it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that also goes back to like the IRL stuff. It's like getting all the materials to record it and
I mean,
stuff.
we can talk about like the old idea we used to, like we had. I don't know if it was like a joke or not, but like when we just like we sang.
Dude, we did have that idea. Dude, that idea was like a season 1 idea. I don't even
think
know
I
if
know
Tyler
it,
knows
no,
No,
this.
Tyler doesn't know about it, but yeah.
Originally, what we were gonna do for season 1, like around the time we were planning up for the award show, we were like, we should do a thing where we each pick one song and we rap it, right, or sing it, like, depending on what the song is, and we have everyone vote who did the best, and like
who cooked,
and then that would be like in the award show of like who won the sing off or something.
Yeah, I remember I was prepping for the song too. I was like, all right, I can sing this song. I'm good.
Yeah, I mean that was an idea at the time.
I
but
might have
mean,
to tell people who's in Paris. I'm just saying.
Me personally, I'm not really a fan of karaoke, but I mean, if they want to do karaoke, they can do it. I just won't be a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm not too much of a fan of it.
Mm.
And last one. Oh no, it's not the last one. Lego set building competition.
We've talked about this. Like, if we have money, like I always talk about, like it'd be so fun. Because when I first said it, because I saw Trash Chase the computer building competition.
Yeah.
And they built a PC.
It looks so fun. Yeah.
And it looks so fun. I'm like, we're not gonna build like a whole PC.
I wish.
I wish. Like, if we had the money to do that.
I need a
like, we'd be
PC.
set.
True, I need that.
But like, I was like, Lego building, so we can have like it's 3. Like, this is the way I thought of it, because like, you know, like there's easy builds, which are like, you know, 20 bucks or something.
Yeah.
Medium builds are like 1 to 300, and then like your harder builds are big, and we can just buy them up, and then we can just like time it like a speed run.
Speed run.
So you get like, right?
Just be a massive builder.
It'd be so fun. It would be so fun. I think we have like the splits on the side. So it's like the first person has like the world record,
Yeah.
so we get the splits, and then we can like that'd be so fun, dude.
Yeah, we
It
could.
would definitely be a fun idea. I'd be down to do it. It goes down to
It's just a
kind
money
of
thing,
money
though.
thing as well.
Legos are expensive.
Because we can just do it here. It's not like we have to go out and buy extra stuff. It's just
we still have to buy the sets though.
Yeah, Lego sets are expensive.
they are. They can
Especially
get
when you get something like how this is the Batmobile. This costs like $300, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's
God
just
dang.
one.
like it would be fun if we did like a Millennium Falcon race because it's
like,
so massive.
Yeah.
Like that would be so fun. Like
Yeah,
a Death
or if
Star.
They still sold the Death Star.
Yeah.
I've heard they don't sell the Death Star anymore.
Maybe I
but
probably might buy it on eBay.
for like
$1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah, they'd be
But I mean, if we
uppriced.
had that much money,
Yeah.
it wouldn't matter. I just feel like really big Lego builds would be so
Yeah, for
fun.
sure. That's like that's the fun of it, right? It'd be no fun if we're just building a Lego house. Like,
It'd also
that'd
be kind of fun
10
too.
minutes.
Like, give it to the fans too. Like if we have
We're
three,
gonna mail it?
we
have three of
we have
them,
three
yeah.
Millennium Falcons, bro. Like,
We don't
we can
need
get
all
one. We
three.
can give one of them to a fan.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So it's like fan
And
interaction.
who's to say we even have 3? Maybe we have 5 because Jose and Eduardo are also in the competition.
Yeah, because they're
right?
out. They're like, I'm gonna do this finally.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like, all
fine,
right, do
take
it.
an L like you always do.
Anyways,
All right.
but it's just something that I have heavily thought about before.
Yeah.
I think. Oh no, still not the last one. Okay. You guys could put a bunch of anime in a randomizer and have it select an anime, and you guys have to watch it and talk about it on an episode.
So Media Monday with randomness.
Yeah, basically. It's not a bad idea.
It's a good idea. Yeah.
I think I've seen someone do something similar to this before. I think a guy on TikTok does this. He like randomizes things. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go read this or something. He goes like Barnes and Noble and finds a book.
I think I have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a cool idea. I'm down for it, but it just comes down to like what anime am I throwing in a randomizer? Like what am I pulling from?
Stuff that we've already seen. We put One Piece in there. You gotta watch all One Piece.
Yeah. Like am I just looking at like okay, only 12 episode series because that's reasonable. We could all finish that, or like is it ought to be stuff no one's seen? Right.
Yeah.
It comes down to what pool am I grabbing from? Because I'm not an AI. I'm not an AI. I'm still a person.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Come up with your own ideas. Hey, we do, bro. Don't come for me like that.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I
don't
don't,
do
hey,
that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
don't do
saying-
that ever again.
I'm just saying.
I'm
I'm just saying. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a multiverses tournament like the one we're doing. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Find me someone who's doing that, because I don't know anyone who's doing that. Matter of fact, who out there doing podcasts, making variants, making hypotheticals like we are with Blood God, like
Exactly.
Blood God or what? Who has a Jowp storyline? Find me them. They're not doing it like us. Come on, don't come for us like that.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
about come up with your own ideas. We do. We're just asking for a little help sometimes.
How about you come up with your own
Yeah.
idea? How about that?
Yeah.
I find it ironic that you were coming at us and this anonymous, thing,
anonymous-
right?
anonymous-
Yeah,
Put your name. Put your name.
Who are you?
Come on.
Cosine Jimothy. It's like.
Come with all your own ideas. Come on, bro. The last one now is
Minecraft
a Minecraft
series, yeah.
series. Okay.
Yeah, like I know Lynx has been asking me to go back to RL Craft. He's like, that was really fun.
Yeah.
So I think that is something.
I was
that-
having fun with the RL craft as well.
Yeah, but then you and Eddie did some like off-screen grinding.
Not really. I leveled up. I didn't like change anything really.
I mean, I still want to do it regardless. But yeah, Minecraft it's a good fallback plan. We need content.
Always is.
Need content.
Minecraft's easy money.
You can grind it
True.
out.
All right. That's the last one of a series. We're gonna skip over the burning question. We're gonna come to that one last.
Yeah.
Because it's the biggest one here. New award. So any new awards that weren't already in last year's awards that you'd like to see. The first one is best comment or best commenter to acknowledge the fans. I like this idea. It's actually
I like
a really
that
good
idea,
idea.
too.
I already know
like
my
this
goat, so I know what I'm picking.
Oh my god.
I know my goat.
You're only one guy. They gotta
Yeah,
vote too.
I know,
I mean,
I'm
it's
just
interesting. I
saying.
feel like that. The 5 year we have comment probably just gonna vote for themselves, right?
Yeah, I mean, we only have like an
Imagine.
I mean, Gabe's feed is basically like the mob boss, so he
But
might.
yeah, interesting. Like, how did the people decide who they're voting for? Gabe speaks in like, who are you voting
He's
for?
like lobbying. He's like lobbying in the comments. He's like.
Jose speaks like, can I vote for myself? No, you cannot. You will vote for me.
But I like Allie's comments. She's really.
I did ask.
What about Linksys? Linksys is a cuck. We don't like him. Crazy. Yeah, I like that idea. It's a good one. Definitely. I think we would just say it right off. We probably will throw that one in. That's a good idea, and I like that one.
Yeah.
Biggest crybaby ass looking award, loser award.
That had to come from the Defeat Mafia. Someone from the Defeat Mafia said that, bro.
I mean, like, biggest crybaby. I mean, like, we have
biggest
clown.
crybaby
Do
is
we
fine,
need-
but like biggest crybaby ass looking loser award.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, we could have a biggest crybaby award.
Biggest crybaby.
Good, but I mean, like, it's not the same as Biggest Clown, but it kind of hits the same thing. It's like, if you want the Biggest Crybaby, just give it to Biggest Clown, right? Like, just do that.
They hit different things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not the exact same, but it's like how, like, it's like Biggest Chat and Best Hosts aren't the same thing, but it's like they hit similar strides.
yeah.
So it's like, we're not going to do both because there's no point. So, probably not. You guys have hinted at this already, but best strip and worst strip would be the obvious answer.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's something
for
we're
sure.
definitely doing.
Yeah, that's
definitely
for sure.
doing.
We're doing that one as well. Funniest comment on a video, or maybe best comment. So this is just like a singular comment. That's a good idea as well. I mean, we'd have to go searching and find, because depending on how many like answer choices we would give you, we'd have to go search and be like, all right, what's the best comment, right? Like,
I guess that could be like a fill in your own.
and
that's tough,
no,
yeah.
Yeah,
because
it'd be
I have
fun.
to scan through and find
Yeah.
all the match, because not everyone's gonna type it the exact same way.
Yeah.
So I would have to like manually find the ones and make them the like choice.
Just go back and put every comment as a choice, and they can find the comment they want.
Ever?
Every comment.
Ever, yeah.
No shot.
No shot. There's no way I could do
Especially
that.
the ones you got ratioed on. I want to see those in there too.
Maybe what we could do, not in this episode, but like later, because we still have plenty of time before the award show. Maybe at some point, like an episode like 97 or something, when we're closer to the award show, I'll like look through and like copy and paste them all into like a sheet, and then have everyone vote, and then like the top 7 or something would be.
Can
like,
you sort by likes?
No.
I was gonna say, because if you do like the top 10 liked
Yeah.
comments, and then of those, then
The only thing that would make this suck is that if by the time we get to the award show, we become like way bigger than this, and it ain't as easy to find the comments, then it'll be way harder.
No.
If we stay this level, it'll be easy relatively, but
Yeah, but there's always be like pin comments, pin.
yeah, I
stuff.
mean, it's tough. I don't
we'll
know.
put that as a maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a maybe. That would take a lot of work for me to go in and find them. I'd have to just start now and just like bookmarking things. Biggest quote
I'm
moment.
just saying,
I mean,
clearly someone didn't we already have that for last award show?
no, it was originally in there, but we scrapped it.
Oh, okay.
We scrapped it
okay.
because we didn't have enough nominees. Because as you guys may have, I don't know if we talked about this before, but for the season 1 award show, we started planning it way too late. Like we started thinking about doing the award show like when we were on episode 45 or something. Like it was
Yeah.
There was,
it
like,
was
no
way
prep
too
time
late.
on it, yeah.
So at that point, we didn't remember half the things that happened like episode 1 through 7. Like we didn't remember any of the things that were happening there.
Oh.
So that's why if you like really look at the award show and you've seen all of season 1, it's pretty much like all the top load like stuff is all in the categories. Like the lowest it goes is like to 20. That's as low as it really goes. There's some-
the only exception would be like the episode.
the
like,
episodes,
titles.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, last one on Earth. I know it's a hypothetical, right? Like
Yeah.
that's like the exceptions, but like anything like best out of context, right, or anything that involved like a clip or a statement or a hypothetical, it was pretty much all from 20 plus because we did not remember what happened before then.
Right.
But this year, I've been keeping up with it. I have like a whole Google Doc, so I'm keeping track of everything. So. This one could be easier to do, but I haven't been keeping track of cope moments. I don't think we have
Yeah.
cope moment this year. It's not like
Not as much as it was.
not as much as we had last year. I feel like
Yeah.
because last year we're so new to it, right? So
Didn't-
there's so many new stances.
Didn't Devin Copium win?
Devin Copium won
For
best editor
editor.
moment.
Okay, that's
best
what I'm
editor
thinking
moment,
of
yeah,
then.
That's because I think that was probably because Devin Copium was like a continuous like thing that happened.
And then
every time.
it actually happened.
Yeah, because it kept happening. Because Eduardo was the editor at the time, and Eduardo had like beef with Devin. He's like, every time Devin's just gonna say something back to me, Copium.
I'm like, bruh.
he'd be like, Devin, your hair is like. You're not your hair, but your hat ugly. You're like, my hat is not ugly. He like throw up the copium. He's like, this is Devin right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it just became a gag at that point.
Yeah. Best commenter.
Best commenter, most consistent commenter, or something to reward the guys who comment when the rest of us won't. So I guess you're one of the people who
Hey,
don't
one of the
comment.
anonymous.
Yeah, I mean, most consistent commenter. I think I don't know how do you decide that because
I guess I mean, you
I feel
can't
like
even,
it's a tie right now between Gabe's feet and Lynx's.
Lynx's.
I feel like
but
they're
you
both
can't
on,
you
like-
can't even really say like the most whoever has the most comments because some of them are just replies. So
Yeah.
do you really want to consider that as like an additional comment, or is it like the most episodes?
Well, he
they've
doesn't say
commented on?
most. He just says most consistent. He doesn't say like most.
So it's most episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Which-
would count people who like replied. I would count that.
I wouldn't, because like if like let's say like Lynxus didn't comment on one episode, but Gabe's feet did like 12 replies because you and him are talking. Like that wouldn't count as 12 individual.
Oh, that's what you
inputs.
mean. Yeah,
That
okay,
would be like
that's-
one
that-
for him because he commented. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
The
see what
episodes,
you're saying.
each episode they commented on is worth 1 point. Or
But I think it is Gabe's feet though right now because there's some episodes where Gabe's feet.
Yeah, but
won't listen.
Lynxus has like a 10-15 lead on Gabe's feet. Like he has a
Episodes?
long episode lead, but like where he was commenting before
Because
Gabe's
Lynx's
feet was
came
commenting.
before Gabe's feet.
Yeah,
came
you're
around.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But I mean, It seems this is the third time we've already seen the comment one. You guys want the commenters to be rewarded? We'll probably do it.
We'll shout you out.
We'll definitely give you a commenter award.
No shame about shouting them out.
That's a for sure. For sure, we'll give you that one. Next one, best moment. I don't know how we would define best moment.
That's so broad.
Yeah, it's like we're not like a movie. It's like Gabe versus Devin in the finals. Like, it's like I don't know what best
Gabe Devin Final Valley fight. Like,
yeah. It's like I don't know how we would even get a best moment. Like I don't know what that entails.
Yeah.
I can't even think of like moments really that happens this episode.
We don't
like
have
this season.
moments.
Yeah. I don't know. You'd have to.
If we did do
that,
that would definitely be something where it's like open ended. Leave it to the audience to vote for it. Like if if let's say Gabe's feed's like I really liked this moment right here, he can input that as like his thing.
Yeah, and we just have the intro.
And he go through it and then dupes whatever. But it's like that's very hard to narrow down. Even then, it's like it's so broad that what are the odds one of them gets 2 votes?
Exactly. It's like if one gets 2 votes, that could actually be the winner because like everything
legit
else
because it's just so broad.
So I don't know. You'd have to be more specific or give us an idea of what you mean by best moment because I don't really know. Like that's such a broad statement. All right. Next one. If you guys keep doing drafts, then best draft pick. That's a pretty good idea, actually. I kind of like that one.
That.
Best draft pick. But what does that entail, right? Like, wouldn't the first overall pick kind of be the best draft pick in that draft most times?
No, because...
Or would you also take into account, like, well, that was a steal that Tyler got this at
I was saying,
3.
like Tyler maybe getting something on the first round, that's a steal.
Yeah.
I like the idea of best draft pick. That's a good one.
That could be interesting.
I like that one. So, that's a good one. Good ideas here, commenters. This award only works if you do more duo episodes, but best duo or best duo episode.
That's something we did talk about.
Did we?
Yeah, we did when we first did the duo episode. Like, if we can get enough unique duo pairs or duo episodes that are like, because like we have 2 draft episodes, so that would just be a draft. So it wouldn't really like you wouldn't put both of them for nominees. It's like which one's the better draft? Put that one up probably. But then it's like if we can get more unique duos, put it as like an award. Like who has the best duo?
Yeah, who is the best duo?
Who is the best
Tyler
duo?
Gabe or is it Tyler
Gabe,
Devin?
yeah.
Gabe Devin, like, yeah. I mean, that's definitely an idea. It like you said, it is reliant on if we do more duo episodes. Because if we don't, then yeah, obviously we can't do it. It'd just be a race between Gabe and Tyler or Gabe and Devin. Like, who's the best duo?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, for sure, this sounds like a good idea.
And if you go by numbers, like Gabe Tyler better.
Yeah,
Vastly
better.
Next one, best 3x3 or best 3x3 episode. So
did we not have
best
that in season 1?
No, we didn't.
I feel like we would.
No, because we only
At
had
that
like
time, we only had one.
You're
gaming
right.
and music. Actually, I think
That sounds so weird, like that we didn't have one. But
no,
it
was gaming, music,
And
cartoon,
right?
food.
Food?
Yeah,
right. We had 4. Yes.
So I think
We
that's,
had enough, but I mean, I think it was
I guess we
just
didn't think about it.
We just didn't think about it. I guess. Yeah.
That's so weird to think about.
Yeah.
I mean, this year we've only had what TV show, movie. That's it, right?
TV show, movie.
Only thing we
Cartoon came out season 2, didn't it?
No, season 1 because there was no cameras.
Cartoon?
There was no cameras.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm pretty sure it's only. I think we only done 2 this year.
I mean, we could do more.
We could, but like, I mean, I don't know.
We haven't done anime yet. We haven't done manga.
But
Did we do manga? No, we didn't do
No,
manga.
we haven't done anime movies that we talked about.
Is best like 3x3? Like they mean like who had like these just straight up like best 3x3?
Oh, sure. Like who had the best?
It's like Tyler's movie 3x3.
But then it's like
up there. Or
it's
something.
like when it's like that. Like it just hits different demographics.
Yeah.
Like it's just like movie versus food. The movie.
I like food more than I
I
like
like food.
movies. So
It's like I need food. I eat every day. I don't watch a movie every day. It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I just don't know how you would do that.
Yeah.
Like who has the most
best
best taste?
3x3 episode would work if we just do more.
Yeah.
Unless you do something like a who ate hardest relative to the competition.
Like who actually has the best taste?
Who bodied their competition the hardest?
Yeah. Who was like, like who did that to their competition? Then maybe you could do that. Like even though Devin won this one, I really think Eduardo had the sleeper on this one. He really should have won this. And he's going crazy. Onions, y'all don't think about onions, bro.
Bro, onions are golden for real.
I put that shit on everything.
I mean,
all right, bro. Just
peanut butter jelly, everything, bro. All right. Anything else you want to say?
No,
I didn't say anything.
No, Devin's just like, you said peanut butter and jelly and onions, and Devin's like.
All right. If I convinced you guys to bring back Jowp versus, then I would say best match. Also, pretty good idea. I mean, I like that idea of like, best match or best matchup, either one I think would be good. Like best matchups, like who had the better matchup? Was Gabe versus Tyler the best one, or was it like Tyler versus Devin? Right.
Yeah. I do find it funny. Like I was like, Gabe, you should bring back Jowp versus like, bro. You're like, bro, who's watching that? Like, like hey, they're watching it.
No one was watching that.
They're watching it.
That has like the lowest views of anything on the channel, dude. No one.
They
was
want
watching.
it.
One guy. It's
Two.
It's probably the same guy.
No,
it's the
it's two
same
separate
question.
questions.
It's two guys.
It's the same guy.
If I'm assuming the guy from the first and second question are the same, you gotta assume this guy's the same.
Because not only that, he said, if I convince you guys to bring it back. I mean, he's implying he is the same guy. I mean, yeah, I mean, that'd be cool, I guess. Like, best, if you go even more specific, that'd be like Gabe and Tyler's match 5 was like the most intense match,
yeah.
like versus Devin. Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. It all does also hinge on if we do Jowp versus, which I don't know about that one. Or are you looking back at the views to see what's up? It's like the lowest, like 20 or something.
So Jowp versus Tyler is 16. Or Gabe versus Tyler.
20, bro. If you want it back, watch it then, bro. Y'all don't watch it, and nobody won it. You're the only one. That's why no one else commented it. No one wants it.
Gabe versus Eduardo is 22.
Maybe they don't know it exists.
I mean, I
never
guess
talked
it's
about
It
it.
was our old time, right? It was before we were
Way back
as
in the
big
day.
as we are now. Like, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that the last one? No, we have more. Overall best taste. So I guess just,
You were
that's kind of
talking
what you
about,
were saying.
like
yeah.
comp-
overall.
Yeah,
Just comp
like just
everything.
overall, who just had the best taste? Who ate, basically. Like
Yeah,
what
who
you were
ate,
saying.
who ate the most?
I mean,
That could be interesting.
That could be an interesting one, yeah.
There's so many variables.
Yeah, it's like, so maybe Tyler ate in this 3x3, but then we did like the Schmunions 3x3, and he was like, I like these Schmunions, right?
I like chocolate, and you're like,
Yeah.
chocolate and Schmunion don't mix.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that's a good idea as well. You guys have some good ideas here on the awards. This is the last one. No, it's not. Best Xenon episode. I mean,
Yeah,
I think-
that's fine.
right?
I think we've
Xenon
explored this idea,
Cockrunners.
though. I mean, there's enough Xenon episodes to pick from to make a best
Well,
category.
I think we
There'd be,
know who
what,
the best is right
maybe
now.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, there'll be
Yeah,
5
there's
of them at
5.
least.
I think if it's just for season 2, then it'd be a race. But like if it's all time, then
I would assume it's just of season 2.
yeah, because if it's
season 2
yeah, if
award
it's
show.
all time, we already know.
we
who
know
won.
one's winning, right?
Because
One's
someone's got the
definitely
Full
winning.
Metal effect going on right now, and he's getting some views.
Yeah, one's the second most viewed, like besides the Christmas episode. It's right up there with the award show, and he could be passing the award show if he keeps climbing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we can definitely do it.
Yeah,
Let's
best Xenon
see.
episode.
Because like, I'm curious to see like who's the runner-up is.
Yeah, who the runner-up? Oh, so you know the winner. Come on, bro. Let's be for real. We know 94 will win again.
Hey, 84, bro. We know 84's cooking. 84.
Who
Let it
knows?
cook. Let it cook.
Yeah, who knows?
We'll wait and see until that happens. Next one,
Best
thumbnail.
thumbnail.
I think we've talked about this one before.
We have, yeah.
Mm.
Because we
I
have been
guess,
doing more
but-
thumbnails.
Yeah, we
We have
have a
thumbnails.
little bit, but like,
Sometimes we forget.
yeah, I mean, we do forget a lot.
But we
As you
have enough.
You can probably tell the episodes we forget to do the thumbnail.
We're just like-
It's just like,
like-
it's the last frame. It's
Not only that,
just-
it's also like the quality is worse too because like the camera's better.
But we have enough to definitely do it though.
Like
Yeah.
you're just watching an episode, you see us all look into the camera, you're like, "That's the thumbnail." Yeah, that's usually.
it's the Leo DiCaprio, like,
Yeah, it's like I see it. Yeah, that's usually what it is. It's either the last frame or the first frame. It's just the only time where I see everyone looking at the camera. It's either those two moments.
yeah.
Yeah. Next one, best commenter. We've been over
Talked
this
about
one.
that,
Yeah,
Talk about it.
Best intro. This is-
Best intro,
this
I
is
guess.
basically the Tyler one.
Yeah.
Didn't Trash Taste do this?
Yeah, I literally just copied it from Joey because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joey
here's
did the
Joey.
entire alphabet, so I was like, I'm gonna do the whole alphabet now.
I mean, best intro. I'm sure. Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that could
fine,
be
yeah.
like the first one. No, it wouldn't be hard for me. to
But
do.
then again,
I just have to start keeping.
but like
track of
other
them.
intros could be like the world. That's an intro.
Oh,
The
dude.
world.
The
Body,
world's
dude.
an
That is
intro.
just
The world was
good.
pretty good.
I don't know if you consider like
Man.
R.I.P. Jump Force. That's kind of in the intro. Like that's the first thing we did was say that. No, because we did an intro
That'd be
beyond
like a
that.
best moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a best moment. R.I.P. Jump Force.
Like, and then who knows what we have in the future? You know.
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah,
start
who's
doing
to
actual
say?
intros.
Maybe we're cooking up more stuff. You saw the world.
I do
one.
have one
Maybe
intro that I want to do, for sure. But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you know the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about. Yeah.
We got some stuff cooking up.
I
So.
was looking at thumbnails. I forgot about the one with like the us like y'all punching.
Oh, yeah.
That goes hard. That goes
It
hard.
does go hard. The one I kept thinking when I saw best thumbnail, I just thought of like the what is a water. Like that's the only one I really like did editing on. This sounds like it's like probably the only one. But yeah, I forgot about that one. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's
that
some
is
fun
the last
intros. There's some fun intros for sure.
So that is the last one. Now we're gonna get into the meat section here with the questions. We got 51 questions to go through here.
Yep.
And we will get to them in a second.
After the break.
All right. Now the meat and the potatoes of this whole one. The any burning questions you'd like us to answer. The biggest section here where most of you guys showed out here. First question, Xenon face reveal when? We answered this one already.
Xenon said that was a
yeah, he's
1,000?
answered this already. I can't remember what he said, but I mean, if you're a real fan, you already know the answer. So I shouldn't have to answer it.
I think he even said episode 1. So go get that in the review because you know you're gonna watch it anyways. Retention rate's high, so just
exactly. The second one just says, when did you all realize?
I mean, I think I realized when I was like 5. I like that's
5?
That's why I snapped into the world. I was like sentience. I was like, where am I?
The kid goes, where am I? Where my dick at? Where my dick at?
That's your first thought.
Okay.
I got it.
At 5?
Yeah, when did you gain sentience? At 4?
Probably like 2.
You did not gain sentience at 2, nigga.
Yes.
I'm
It's like
gonna be
the
honest,
average
it was 2.
age.
It was not 2. You're not getting
It was like
sentience
the
at 2.
average
Yes,
age.
I said 5 was a joke.
Devin,
At least I was like 3 or 4. I did not.
Devin,
No,
I
bro.
Devin, I
That's
distinctly
true.
remember things that only existed in like 2003, 2004.
What?
Yes.
Dude, I don't know. I didn't plug in my controller until I was like 3 or 4.
That's just you. You were slow.
Yeah, wait. Maybe I didn't want to join the lobby. Okay, I thought we'd start doing those servers.
It was like
I saw the servers. I'm like, yo, this is server ass. I don't want to join.
There was
As soon as you came in the world, like 9/11 was happening.
I don't wanna-
like 9/11 recession.
I don't know about that one.
That's rough.
I was looking for the new patch.
And then gaining sentence at 5 was basically you said as soon as they found Al Qaeda's leader. All right, I'm back.
I was like, where are you at?
He's gone.
Okay.
All right. Next one. What days do you guys record on, or how far ahead are you guys on episodes? You don't need to know that.
Just say we record between Monday and Sunday.
It's one of those days for sure.
Yeah,
including those if possible, and we're probably backlogged enough.
At least we're backlogged at least enough to where we record this episode and we're having an episode out as well. Like that's at least how
for
much
sure,
backlogged
for sure.
we're at. So
Between that and like having a year off,
yeah,
this could be 2022. We don't know.
yeah, we could be recording this last year. How do you know? We're just guessing the live events that are happening. We're guess gods, right?
Why do you want to know the inner mechanisms of our episodes for? Like, I'm so confused.
Like I'm wearing this shirt. You're like, whoa, he predicted they weren't. Yeah, I predicted.
You know,
they weren't.
honestly, quite frankly, if you pop on my stream, I just be talking. So like, I could just reveal like this happened today.
Yeah.
To be fair, they don't know that we're actually like time lords who exist on the like we exist outside of time. There's like this room doesn't exist in like the normal
It's like the
linear
hyperbolic
timeline.
time chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, weird question, bro. Weird champ. Next one. Are we ever gonna get different specials other than the Christmas specials?
Probably.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I guess it kind of goes into the whole money thing that we already talked about, really.
Computer like right here.
I'm trying to think like what other specials we even
Do you
like,
know if I
do.
look under the cord?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I was kind of like.
Because you're like this because you're revealing one at a time as opposed to just scrolling up. So you're like.
Yeah. Like what other specials could we even do? Like I can't even think of anything.
If you have like if you're like holiday themed, it could be really anything.
I guess.
Yeah, we could do like a Halloween special, which was an idea Xenon had. We just never got around to doing that one.
Yeah.
The Valentine's special we could have done as well.
Yeah, we
Never
thought
got
about
around
the
to it.
Halloween one like a little too late.
St.
Yeah.
Patty's would be fun. Go like, down to like downtown and go to the bars and stuff.
April Fool's Day special.
April Fool's Day. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we can do. It's just a
Yeah,
matter
we
of
can
like,
do it, yeah.
like will we?
Yeah. Ultimately, what everything comes down to is will we do it?
do it,
Will we
yeah.
actually do it?
All right, next one. Do you guys butter the bread before you toast it or after?
After.
I like this question. This is a
After,
good question
bro.
here.
Wait. Y'all buttering the toast before y'all do it?
That's all I'm asking. Do you do that?
How do you do that without making a mess, nigga?
I mean, it's not hard.
A toaster oven.
Oh, toast. Okay, I never had a toaster oven, so I never had a toaster oven.
Like,
So I thought we were just putting it in the toaster,
The toaster. yeah.
and then like you're buttering it, put it in the toaster, all the butter.
The real question is, what do you
my
do?
dad does that, and my mom hated him for doing that. She's like, "You ruined the toaster," He's like, but the toast tastes better. It does. I mean, it does. If you toast if you like butter the bread first, it does taste better
bet
because
it
it like
does.
soaks into
It
the
soaks
bread.
it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like more natural because I like having it like that sound like the like the scraping sound.
Yeah.
It's just satisfying. It's like good, and then I can get the butter and I get the jelly and put it on there. Oh
Dude,
my god,
the
dude, it goes
butter jelly
hard.
combo be going crazy.
Dude, butter
toast.
no buddy
Whoever invented
butter
the
jelly.
toast.
Yeah, dude. I like I forgot. I think it was Connor. He was talking about, dude, something about toast, and he was like, "Yeah, I ate a toast sandwich once." And I was like, "You know what? I can't fault him for that. Toast sandwich."
The inventor of toast is one of the goats. Like if you talk about like goats of all time, that nigga's up there, bro.
Someone saw bread.
Let me cook it again.
No, someone cooked it. Let me cook it again.
He's like, nah, put it back. Put it back.
He's like, wait.
Cut it first. Cut it first.
Let him cook, Luke.
Hey, add some butter, jelly on that hoe. Taste it. And he ate.
I've ever had a toast PB&J.
Yes.
No,
it is so good.
I made it like 2 days ago for my lunch.
It's so good, dude. I had the idea like a couple of years back, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna butter it. I'm gonna put the jelly on both sides, and just put like a thick thing of peanut butter on it.
Yeah, because I make it like how I make a grilled cheese.
It was so good.
I make it like how I make a grilled cheese because I butter both sides of the bread. Right?
Did you like cook it on like a skillet or what'd you?
Yeah, put it in a pan.
What? You're gonna cook peanut butter and jelly?
I'm still toasting the bread, but I can.
But then the bread's always toasted on one side.
No, and then I flip it, nigga.
But the inside,
though.
the inside,
What about
Devin.
it?
It's not toasted.
It's not toasted.
Why does it matter?
And then you're just making like the peanut butter and jelly hot. You're eating hot peanut butter and jelly. That's disgusting.
No, you toasted
You're a
enough.
monster.
No, Devin, Devin,
what
no,
you
Devin.
know, because okay, I'm seeing you make the pan hot enough so where only the both ends are getting cooked. So the heat isn't like it's getting through, but it's not as hot as y'all
But
think.
Devin, the inside of the bread is not cooked.
Why does it matter?
Because then it's soft.
Yeah, but like
Like what I'm talking about is like I toasted the bread,
Like
and then
both
when it
sides.
was done,
Oh, you're toasting both sides.
yes, I like a toaster, like you put it in.
Yeah, you put it in. Yeah,
You don't have to like flip it.
I've done that. I've done that too, but I've been experimenting. I was like, this side's not good. You know, because what you're doing is you're getting the crunch of the bread, but it's also like soft and gooey in the middle. It gotta go hard.
But yeah, Devin, I get what you're saying. But the thing is, with butter and jam, when you put it on toast, it softens the toast already.
I know,
So
I'm not
you're
saying it's
making
bad.
you're making soft bread softer by adding butter to it. So then it's too much of a difference between the soft and the hard. Whereas like if you were to like toast it and then put the butter on, then it's like the inside and outside are already toasted. Then you have like the complete sandwich.
Right.
The butter's already softening up the interior of the bread.
Right. To be fair, that was the first time I did it because I was curious. I was like, no, I wonder how this tastes, and it didn't come out bad at all. I
wouldn't
actually
say it's bad, but I understand like it would be better, I think, if you toasted the bread first, because that's what I did.
I mean, I guess that's an idea. Cooking special. Devin whips out his grilled peanut butter jelly sandwich.
That is
And
something
I
I've thought
watched
about doing.
Yeah.
Cooking special?
during-
We
that
were
was
to Thanksgiving.
We do actually
special.
actually all
That was supposed to be a Thanksgiving special.
I
Is
forgot
that
about that.
everyone
That's
makes a
not
dish,
idea.
and then we give it to intern. He puts it in his car, and then he serves it to us, and we don't know who cooked what.
Oh.
And then we have to like honestly grade. Okay, this is what I think this is, and that way we don't take like, bias into account.
Yeah.
Or we could just do a trash tasting, just have an impartial judge. Or I think
I'm trying
they're
to
the
eat
panel
too,
of
though.
judges, right?
Yeah, but I'm trying to eat too.
Yeah. I mean, we can still eat it too.
Yeah, but like I want to eat it and be like, this shit ass. Eduardo, you made it, didn't you? He's like, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
made it. And I'll be like, this is delicious. Eduardo, your mother made it. You're disqualified. And he's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, but moving on from the butter question, the toast. Next one just says nah. All right.
All right, valid.
I love the honesty. We love it. Next one. What made you guys want to have the trio that you have now be the host? I mean, nothing particularly. It kind of just.
I mean, there
happened.
is some things particularly that kind of like.
you can talk about why you think. I don't know.
Because like personally, like you think about like not counting intern. There's 5. There's Eduardo, Jose, Tyler, Devin, Gabe, right?
Mhm.
And we've pretty much tested every trio that I can think of the 3 for the most
Well,
part.
that doesn't
Other
include
than other than the ones that doesn't include you. But really, it's a matter of like Eduardo's, like Gabe talked about. He is a narcissist somewhat in real life, but when he gets on the podcast, he's very selfish. He wants to take up as much time. He's gotten a little better at it over time, but he wants to be the center of attention. And that doesn't always result in a good episode because he wants to tangent into something that he's interested in, even though no one else is interested in. And no one wants to listen to it. And he talks. Whereas Jose is like the exact opposite. He doesn't talk. He talks in real life. Like I can go in there and have an hour-long conversation with Jose, but like on the podcast, he just doesn't talk.
Yeah,
So it's like it's the
yeah.
fact of like one doesn't talk and one. That's why we said like it'd be like Jose and Eduardo on a duo episode. It's gonna be Eduardo talking for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Really, I think that's like the perfect example. Jose and Eduardo are like the antithesis of each other. Weirdly
Exactly.
enough, like Eduardo thinks everything he does is so interesting, and he wants to bring it up to the podcast. Jose's the opposite. He thinks nothing he does is interesting, so he's like, "Of course, I'm not going to talk."
And then
about it.
Jose
You don't do
also
anything
doesn't take
interesting." I'm like-
stances either.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Jose, some of the stuff you talk about could be interesting. Nah, it isn't.
Even
No
if he
one
doesn't think
cares.
it's interesting, like Jose also doesn't take stances. And this
Yeah,
is also like a
he
real
has
life thing
no
too. He takes
stances.
no stances. He's like, I'm impartial. No, you're not impartial.
No, you're not, bro. Like-
Shot in the foot or like, have sex with Billie Eilish, and he's like, I don't know.
I guess we'll see if it happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I don't see any of those
Yeah.
happening. It's like, all right, bro.
I think another thing is like for Jose and Eduardo, like they like me. I guess they not like they don't like being on the podcast, but I don't think they want to be on it consistently.
Yeah.
Unlike us, like this is something that we all three
We
of us
care about,
wants
yeah.
to do. Like we want to see the channel grow. And we want success from this. But like those two, like they like being on it, but they don't want to like do it consistently. Like
Yeah.
Eduardo, I think I want to express like, yeah, it's okay. I enjoy doing it, but it's not something I want to do.
Eduardo would definitely want to do it more if there was money
Involved.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing involved, so he has no incentive.
But,
He's
yeah.
like, he thinks it's above. He's above it. He's like, I'm too good for that. What am
Yeah.
I gonna give
But-
you some of my time?
But we're doing this out of pure passion. This is something that
Yeah.
all three of us have really wanted to do for
Yeah,
Now-
we're doing
now-
bunch of projects that we like doing, like the chicken coop.
Like I'm just saying, if you are or know someone that's a representative for a brand, I'm just saying, if you want to hit us up with a deal, I don't mind making some money off of it, but like, it's not the driving force for sure.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not.
And you'll see-
obviously, we would have quit by now if it was just money. Like
For sure.
we would have been done.
We would have quit like season 1, episode 15 when you were like, I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
Sucks.
basically.
Because Gabe had to deal with the Eduardo Jose combo, and it was just tough.
I had to carry them until who did I bring in? Devin. Until I
Yeah.
had Devin to take out Jose or Eduardo.
Jose.
This is Jose. I was just
we
subbing
took
for
out
Jose.
Yeah. So we got Jose out there, and then we're just like, all right. And then like the 40s came, we're like, all right, Eduardo finally tagged out, right? And then Tyler left, and we had to deal with Eduardo again for. Let's say deal with Eduardo. Eduardo wasn't nearly as bad in season 2 as he was in like parts
Yeah.
of season 1.
And we have some good episodes with Eduardo, like the Blood
Yeah.
God trio. That was a fun episode. So
Yeah, I mean, my only problems with Eduardo in the podcast were usually like the early season 1, season 2, and even partially in season 1 when he wasn't a full-time host, he wasn't nearly as bad. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty much what it goes into for that question. Next one, I can never tell with you guys if you guys are serious, but I was wondering if Eduardo was kicked off or if there's some other reason why he hadn't been in the podcast.
Yeah, fuck him, bro.
We just answered that question already.
yeah,
so, I mean,
he wasn't really kicked off, but
yeah, I mean, he still comes back on. He was like literally the episode you answered this on. He was on. So,
And
like,
Chicken Coop, he's on
if-
too. So it's
Yeah.
like he's on stuff.
also if Eduardo wanted to be on, he would be on. Like he doesn't.
yeah,
Like I said,
he could.
he doesn't
like,
want
right
to.
now. He's talking to Jose in Discord. He could easily be here and be a fourth.
yeah,
But it's just he doesn't want
not
to.
Yeah, basically answered that one already. Who would you guys say is the most likely to leave the group if you guys got famous? Have we not talked about this already before?
No, we talked about like we have
We
hypotheticals.
talked about
Like,
it, like out of the
Controversy?
podcast.
yeah, we talked about controversies, but
That, but also
us leaving the group.
I was thinking like because you and I have had this conversation like
That was, like,
separate.
2 days ago, right?
Yeah, it was when we went to the
Not long
gym. We
ago,
went to the gym. Yeah, it was separate of the podcast. Like we talked about, because like if we're like right now leave the podcast of
If they got famous, Eduardo.
if they got famous, definitely Eduardo. But I think also like
I mean, what do you mean by like leave the group? Like not associate themselves with us anymore?
no, I think it'd be like
not
just
be
not be on
on
the
the channel
podcast.
anymore.
Yeah,
Oh, not be on the channel if all of us got famous. Okay, then yeah, I can see Eduardo then.
Yeah, Eduardo, and
Or,
then
like
and
I'll
then
do my own thing.
Yeah, Eduardo still be friends with us, but I guess he wouldn't like really associate with.
Yeah, he'd be like, I'm not gonna do all that group stuff you guys do. I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
yeah, and then next probably be Gabe.
Yeah, probably. I can
Yeah.
see that.
I can see that as well.
All right, next one up. If you could bring anyone on your podcast as a guest, who would it be and why? This is another one I feel like we've answered, but I don't know.
Anyone?
I guess it's kind of blending our conversation off podcast. But I feel like we've talked about this. But just to, I guess
Probably-
there's some new viewers here, so even if we haven't answered, I'll still answer it again. I mean, last time I remember saying PewDiePie. That's usually always been my answer.
That's a valid choice. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've always
PewDiePie and Charlie are two like valid choices,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or even like anyone from Trash Taste too.
Ludwig even would be cool. Yeah,
Lud-
anyone from Trash Taste except
Schlatt
maybe
would be
Joey.
fun.
Yeah, I will say
Schlatt, dude, Schlatt would be fun.
I was going to answer Schlatt because I am a huge Schlatt fan. So having Schlatt like on this podcast would be like a huge dream
Yeah.
in my opinion. So like, oh, I finally did it.
I think I'd have to say like Emma Langevin probably. Just 'cause she's hot.
Take a sleeper pick. I'll take Billie Eilish. Should be a good one as well.
I was literally thinking about
She'd
that,
be
yeah.
interesting. Someone who's like not an actual YouTuber, just
Yeah.
met
Like
other
famous,
celebrities.
yeah.
Yeah, and she's around our age. I think she's pretty much Tyler's age. I'm
I
pretty
think she's
sure.
younger. She's like
1 year maybe. 'Cause I think
20.
she's 2002.
yeah.
So she's around our age range. So
Yeah.
it seems like we probably have a lot to talk about. She loves The Office. She's a big fan of The Office. Devin's a big fan of The Office. Like,
Yeah, we have things to talk about.
she likes JoJo. We like JoJo, right? Come on.
Yeah.
She makes music. I like her music. Like we have, like, we have things in common. It could work.
I like women. She's a woman.
Oh,
I mean,
Come on.
Tyler's like, I like boobs. She has boobs. I mean,
What are we
just-
doing?
You can keep going honestly. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of stuff we have in common with her. So yeah,
She's alive. I like
Yeah,
live
so I mean,
people.
if I were to pick out like Billy or PewDiePie would be my choices.
Yeah.
You said Emma.
Emma Langevin, Charlie, PewDiePie.
Schlatt will always be my choice.
Yeah. So yeah.
Connor, I think would be really fun.
Connor could be
Yeah,
fun.
like I said, pretty much anyone from Trash Day.
Yeah,
Especially Connor,
I think the
I'd say.
order would probably go like Connor, Joey, Gart.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have Gart before Joey, honestly.
I don't know. I like
Really?
Joey.
Really?
I love watching Joey stuff.
Actually,
I like Joey, granted. I just don't think Joey fits like with our dynamic as much as Gart would. Because Gart's older, right? So
I guess,
can just
yeah.
we could be like, boomer, right? And, like, because the age gap is bigger between us, we can teach him things
Teach
per
him.
se about like our generation.
yeah, we could. That'd
Like,
be fun.
Him I feel like is kind of like he's
hip.
basically our generation, right? Like
Yeah.
he's not
like
exactly,
26,
he's like,
25, 26,
He's
yeah.
not that much removed from us, and obviously Connor's just the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
Connor is. Like, I love Connor.
Connor would just fit. So yeah, I think I'd probably rather have Gart before Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next question. If you guys, okay, same dude. If you guys said no to bringing back Jowp versus,
Okay, so it's the same guy. Okay. All right.
then I will just have to ask Devin and Tyler this: are you guys fine with letting Gabe stay undefeated, or do you want him to finally take it out?
I always.
I am
I was saying,
undefeated.
he's not seeing me.
Listen,
I'm just
He's
saying.
not seeing me for
Listen,
reasons. He
bro.
I'm
stopped
just
for a
saying.
reason.
I saw the best host and I won. That's all I'm saying.
that
bro.
was pre-best host though.
I guess.
That was also
but,
that
like,
was also early Valorant days too, and one of the matches was
I was
Valorant.
early Valorant too.
No,
Yeah.
you were in Valorant way longer than I was.
It's not even way. It was like months maybe. I was
Months is a
new.
big difference. It's
We
a
were
big
about
difference.
the same skill difference.
You also have more experience with like FPS.
On consoles, this doesn't transfer over.
It does in a sense because the game sense is there. I didn't have the game sense.
But this is your best gamer. Like,
That's true. That's your best gamer. He lost to me. Just saying.
I'm always down to run a rematch.
Come on, man.
The one I am mad about was chess because I was like, I was too lackadaisical till the end game. And at that point, it was too late, and I was like, it was annoying.
I forgot we played chess. That was interesting. I mean, go watch Jowp versus Tyler versus Gabe. I think it might have been good. I can't remember, but I think.
I mean, it went down to the wire.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I think we played Battleship as well, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking I was gonna do
Battleship,
Battleship.
yeah,
I think we did
chess.
Connect 4.
If you guys haven't seen it, which a lot of you haven't, go back and watch it. Go watch it and see if you agree with this guy who's very adamant, commenting on every single one about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think they're fine with letting me stay undefeated. I don't think they have a problem with it.
You like what's happening in season 2? No, because I haven't done Jowp versus yet. It's like, all right.
all right.
Next one. Are you guys running out of ideas? Who are you, bro? Like, hop off. Do it look like we're running out of ideas?
Like we're literally.
We got
like,
so
we're-
much in the works.
Yeah, we have so
much
much.
in the works.
In what way does it look like we're running out of ideas? Because we're asking you questions?
Like we're just now cooking up stuff. Like what are we doing here?
Like, come on, bro. Did y'all not see that last episode? Like, we're not out of ideas. What are you on? You're literally.
We're just now
bugging.
hitting our stride. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Jit is tripping right now. Calm down. Next one. What do you guys typically do after finishing an episode?
Eat or go home.
Yeah, pretty much it. I mean, we talk a little bit. It's not like we don't have like a full like podcast episode to get after the podcast. We
Nah.
talk a little bit,
Talk for
probably.
like 10 minutes or so.
yeah, we chill, we hang out,
And then I'm usually like, I'm hungry, y'all hungry? And then Gabe's like, nah. And Devin's like, I could eat. And if there's like someone else, I could eat. We go get food.
yeah.
Yeah, typically that's what happens. If it's like after a chicken coop,
I
they
go home and
they
sleep.
all go home
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, I think we all go home and sleep. We had a good drink.
You got a good drink. Gotta go
Well,
to bed.
actually, sometimes Devin stays here because
Yeah,
I
I
drank too much.
Yeah, I don't drink too much. I'm sleeping here.
Yeah. But yeah, typically what we do. Nothing really interesting. When we get is that like, are you like saying we're getting one, or are you asking when we get a manga themed episode? You guys have done. Okay, I think he's asking when. Okay, so when are we getting a manga themed episode? You guys have done some anime themed ones, but aside from the top 5 society, you've never really talked about manga.
I think, if you don't mind me feeling in that one, I think that's just mostly because Gabe and I, of us three, Gabe and I are like really the only ones that read manga, like consistently read manga.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
like Jose
Jose
reads
reads a
it
lot.
too, but
Yeah,
Jose needs to get on an episode.
Yeah, but
unless you want another duo episode. But I'm saying like we could do it, but it's just easier because we've all watched anime.
Yeah, I mean, there's been several times where y'all talked about like manga before. Like, I can remember brief instances where Gabe and Naruto talked about manga.
Oh, like JJK.
Yeah, JJK. So like, it's definitely happened, but
Yeah, like a whole themed episode. Yeah, he's right.
I don't even think
you
we
would have to have
really
another
top
trio.
five. Top 5 Society is pretty much the only one that was close
Yeah.
to it.
I don't think we've even have like a full anime themed episode. We've always talked about
No.
comebacks.
We
we
had a
talked about
couple.
other stuff though. During
But
that.
it's mainly
It's
anime.
mainly anime though.
Yeah.
It
Y'all
was
just
like majority.
I guess yeah.
Yo,
And then
you-
there's the JoJo enthusiast episode, right? Like
yeah, either be a duo episode or just
anime
sub,
draft.
sub me out.
That is, yeah, that's an anime episode.
So yeah. Next one, another anime question. Who watches the most anime out of the group?
Gabe.
If it's currently, I think both ways. It's just me actually. Yeah.
He's consumed the most anime, but he stopped watching anime.
Yeah, for a
Yeah.
bit, but now I'm back on because art just kind of gets me to still watch it. So every season, me and artists at least try and watch one anime from the newest season every time. This season, it's Blue Lock and Buddy Daddies. Last season, Spy Family, also Blue Lock.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and artists try and get at least one or two two animes every season. So probably me, even still.
Yeah.
But there was a brief period where it probably would have been Tyler because I did stop watching anime for a bit.
I mean,
Yeah, but
we
now
all,
I'm in like the manga bag, so it's like
Yeah.
manga mama. It just takes so long.
I mean, we all have a mind anime list, and Gabe's just. I think the only
Like,
one that was like
serious
approaching
about
was
that
like Jose, maybe.
It's not
Who
even.
was
he's not
it?
even-
Someone I know.
No
Someone's
one's even close. I don't think.
No one.
Because I'm at like 400, and like the next up is like 150,
150.
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, that's because you just like consuming things, and you have this
Yeah.
mentality. If I watch it, I'm gonna like finish it.
Yeah.
And I can't do that. Like if I watch something, I'm either like know beforehand, like yes, I want to watch this. This is a series I want to watch, and I am going to watch it. So
Yeah. I guess it is me both ways. Next one. Would you guys ever consider doing a live episode?
Yeah.
I mean,
we talked about
What
it.
live
We
like?
always joked
Okay,
about it,
well,
like-
like live like
yeah.
on stream or like live like on stage. Because Gabe and I went to the Trash Chase live, and that was really
Yeah.
fun.
I think
But-
they mean like online.
Yeah.
You know what they mean.
man, at this point, probably not unless we got bigger. But like, we have an active commenter of 5 people. At this point, I don't see a point of doing a live episode. If we had more people, for sure. Like we had.
Like if we can guarantee
100 even a
pulling
lot,
like
but,
50 or 100,
50, yeah, like 50 or even 20, I would definitely consider doing it. But like with 5, I don't really think it's worth at this point. If we want to talk to Linksys, Tyler could just talk to Linksys during stream, right?
Yeah.
We don't really care to talk to Gabe's feed. So I mean, not really. Probably at this point, no. Unless we get bigger, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one. What is personal question here. Who is everyone's favorite heroes and villains from Marvel and DC?
Yeah, we can get into that.
Favorite heroes. If we're just gonna do each, right? Okay. So favorite hero from Marvel, probably Spider-Man or Black
I was
Panther.
gonna say Spider-Man.
It's either Spider-Man or Black
Yeah, I'm going
Panther.
in a row.
They're kind of interchangeable. They're like 1A, 1B for me. Villain and DC, it's got to be Doctor Doom. Either Doctor Doom or maybe Green Goblin, but it's probably just Doctor Doom.
I was trying to think of another Marvel villain.
And
What
then
is others?
DC, I guess I'll go again so they can.
Yeah,
think about
let's
it.
go on the line.
DC hero. Unironically, it actually might be Batman.
Yeah.
Either Batman or the Flash, because I really like both of them. And then villains, it's easily the Joker. But if I were to give you another one, it'd be Reverse Flash. So yeah, I mean, pretty much I stay in the same scope there. Batman's Flash.
And that's kind of like
I think you
that's kind of like what my list is gonna be,
I don't-
except for like the Doom.
Do you,
Because I don't know much about it, so it's like I just know what I've seen, and like I'd say like for hero for like DC, like Batman, Flash, Superman.
Yeah.
For villain, like Reverse Flash or like Joker or because I don't know that much about it, so it's like
Yeah.
those are like my
I'm
ones.
surprised you didn't bring up Ultron.
Oh, I did
yeah.
usually like, but I like Doctor Doom way more than I like.
Well, but you
Ultron.
said like Doctor Doom and the Green Goblin. You like Green
Oh
Goblin?
yeah,
Wasn't Ultron?
No, I just forgot.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I think you.
I forgot about
Ultron.
Ultron. Yeah, I'd put Ultron in there before I'd put Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, also going into what Tyler was saying, like when it comes to DC, really, villains, pretty much a lot of Batman's villains could take that role. So like, Joker is obviously number 1 for me, but like easily Hugo Strange is really good for me as well. I love Bane in the comics as well.
Bane's really good,
Ra's al Ghul. Batman's villains are just top tier. It's hard to top. There's a reason he has the best rogues gallery. But I wanted to pick Reverse Flash because I want to make it just 2 Batman villains, and I do like Reverse Flash as well. He's really good.
Dre,
Did you go Marvel? You don't think you did Marvel yet?
Well, I did Spider-Man, but I don't know.
You have a villain?
Trying to think of villains.
Thanos.
I don't fuck with Thanos like that. I think he's boring. At least in the,
Whoa, Tyler.
MCU. At least in the MCU.
That's crazy.
Even in MCU take that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's like okay, I guess. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I think he's like overhyped.
Right.
I don't know, man. Because like most of my knowledge exists within like movies or shows.
And just take them from the
So-
movies and shows.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite MCU villain then?
I like Doc Ock. He's pretty fun.
All right. I mean, in the comics, I really like Doc Ock. I'd say I don't like Sam Raimi's though, but Doc Ock's a solid picks. Devin?
Oh yeah. My favorite Marvel heroes. Kind of Deadpool than Deadpool. I mean, he's an anti-hero, so
Yeah.
he's one of my favorite like Marvel like
Characters.
Characters,
He's your
so-
favorite Marvel character.
yeah. So him and Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. For villains,
Oh wait, hang on. DC villain. I gotta throw Deathstroke up there.
I was
too.
literally
love
about to say
Deathstroke. I
Deathstroke.
don't know how I could fret about him.
I was like,
Yeah.
Deathstroke's gotta be up there.
for villains, I mean like. I'm not saying there's no good Marvel villains, but when I read a Marvel comic, it's not usually for the villains. I really like the plot lines of the heroes and things they go through. But I am a big Doctor Doom fan. I love Doctor Doom. And also I like Magneto. Magneto's a pretty cool villain.
Magneto is a good choice.
A good choice. For DC, I am gonna say Batman Sally as well. I love Batman, so like when I see you Batman dick riders, like you give us a bad rep, okay? I love Batman. Another DC hero. I was trying to think of another like solo comic I like reading other than this Batman because he does kind of carry a lot of times. Let's see. I like Booster Gold. Booster Gold, some of his issues are pretty cool, so I'll go Booster Gold. He's pretty cool. For villains, Joker obviously,
Yeah.
and then another one, someone outside of like the Batman Rose Gallery.
Yeah. There's Lex. Lex is a good one.
Lex is a really good one. No, fuck it.
Darkseid, Brainiac.
Brainiac, yeah. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm just like, when it comes like the Batman's Rose Gallery, like no one's doing it like they are.
I'm
Like,
goated.
not only that, like they don't always stay like within like Batman's like realm. They go out and like fuck with other people because like, you know what? Fuck this Batman guy. I'm gonna go fuck with someone new.
Yeah. Because like Batman keeps beating us, bro. It's crazy to think that they'd rather fight someone like Superman sometimes than fight Batman. Like Poison Ivy has like went out of her way to be like, I'd rather fight Superman than fight Batman. It's
like
crazy.
the whole thing with like Joker, he's like, I wanted to win. That's why I'm fighting you.
Yeah, because he was like, I couldn't win my versus Batman. I can win my versus you.
I wanted a dub. I'm tired of losing.
You're easy body.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just say Bane because I do like Bane. Bane's really
Bane's a good
cool,
one.
and I hate like the rep that Bane gets sometimes and like his representation in some media.
I don't think he gets bad representation. I think it's a pretty good one.
I don't know. I don't think people talk about him enough because there's issues where like there's a lot of issues comic issues I like reading like I'm trying to think of some issues like the one where he killed like all through Robins and he hung him and he discovered like Batman's identity. I really like that issue.
But I mean the most popular representation of Bane is Tom Hardy's Bane, and I think everyone kind of respects that.
It's a good. It's not my favorite, but it's good.
It's not my favorite either. But like, I don't think Bane's representation has been bad.
I think he's underrated. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. I don't think people talk about him enough.
Yeah, I can see that, especially because Batman's Rogue Gallery is so good, and usually Joker's gonna get all the top.
Yeah, get all the rep.
Yeah. So that's basically that one. It's a good question there. I like that one. Next one. Who's the GOAT, waifu or husbando? I'm about to go Astolfo over there.
Yeah.
I'm about to go.
You're still my Astolfo. Don't do that. Astolfo's
Hey, not your Astolfo, bro. Astolfo is mine. I watched Fate before you watched Fate.
Maybe for
I've been
waifu-
repping Astolfo since day one.
Maybe for waifu, but we know who the real husbando is. My boy
Jamal,
right here.
yes,
Jamal
sir.
right there, bro. He drip every day.
Aside from her,
You're right, dying.
I'm not even gonna say something. Just take Astolfo. That's my answer. I'm not gonna give you any other answer. Maybe I'll wait for another. Maybe we have some waifu episode planned. I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
You know what's in the works.
Alright, what do you got, Tyler? Waifu or husbando?
Waifu?
Like Rui?
Oh, I thought it was like stuff that's like here. I thought it was like regarding us. I guess like if it's just in general.
Wait, yeah, Tyler, best
No,
Albando. Like we don't have any wife. I mean, we guess we do, but
Yeah, but like I was like that's kind of like a boring question. If you're like in
No,
general,
yeah, just in general.
then for waifu, that's tough. That's tough. Rui's good. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I know you're
I
with
do
Rui
love me.
like
I do
that.
love me
You're
some
also with
Rui.
Nami, right?
No, not really. I'm more with
Oh, you
Robin.
changed?
Oh, no,
I've
not
always
me.
been more with Robin.
Oh yeah, you.
I would say
you're right.
always. You used to
Once
be
I
with
got
Nami.
to Robin, I've always been more with Robin. I was just like Nami attractive, and I got Robin, and I was like, whoa. But yeah, I'll probably go like Rui, Robin, or yeah, I'll just leave it at those two. And then for like husbando, I mean, Speedwagon got to be up there.
Ooh,
Speedwagon the go.
I'm
Speedwagon the
gonna go
go.
husbando. I'm gonna have to go like I'm about to go guts, right?
Guts kind of him. Oh yeah,
Guts
Guts
is
kind of
kinda
him.
him.
Casca's kind of her too. Loki.
She is, yeah.
Yeah, if it's the waifu, obviously a softball, but if it's not a softball, then Rin Tosaka.
Doesn't
obviously.
count.
Oh, Rin's a good one.
You looked it up. Doesn't count.
This
Doesn't-
is my list,
It don't
bro.
count though. It don't count, bro.
What about Tatsumaki?
I'm just saying, bro.
I was gonna name both of them because I was like, I have a whole list full of waifus.
I'm
and
just saying, bro.
husbandos.
If you don't know it off the dome, it don't count. Because I could have looked mine up, but I didn't. I'm just saying, is it real? Is it real?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I named my stuff right.
Like, if I'm like, what's your name? And you're like, well, I'm looking at my dog tags real quick. Like,
Yeah.
no. Like,
What?
you know it. That's
What
just
about-
something you know. So
But-
it's like, I know you're not lying, but like,
Yeah, okay. Well, weird tangent. Okay,
Alright.
but anyways, yeah.
it's valid. I know y'all
Yeah.
think it's valid too.
Next question. What's something you guys would absolutely never do for the podcast? Kinda like kill someone?
Yeah, I don't know. Steal your identity, wear your clothes.
What kind of question is it? I don't, not like no offense to you, but like what do you want us to answer?
Maybe they
What-
mean in the sense of like stuff that's already been like recorded for like other like channels or podcasts
Yeah, like,
or whatever. What was something like you wouldn't do? I think swimming in a. No, I probably would do that.
Are you saying like something we've seen from someone else?
Yeah,
And then,
something like-
yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
But the thing is, y'all don't understand. I will do most anything.
I was-
I was talking to Natalie like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, if it's first like a joke or for content, I would wear just about anything. And
One
like
thing-
she
okay.
didn't believe me, and I was like, with little exception, I would wear almost anything. And of course, the first thing she said, nothing but a thong, and I was like, obviously not.
Yeah.
But like maid outfit, yeah, I wear a maid outfit.
I would
Is
remain
what
up
it
for
is.
now, just for the fuck of it.
So it's like,
Yeah.
the content's the same way. As long as it doesn't hurt and it's not illegal, then and even if it does hurt, like as long as it's not illegal, like I'll be pretty
mean,
much down to do it.
One thing I can think of off rip that I wouldn't want to do is with the coyote guy on YouTube where you
Coyote Peterson,
Yeah, no, I don't want to do it. That's
You,
what
you,
they all
you,
draw
won't
the
let, you
line.
won't let a bullet ant bite you in
Nah.
the cock?
No
Like-
shot.
Like,
What is that thing like the bullet shrimp punch me? Nah, no shot.
the mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimp? Yeah, no.
How about the African killer bee?
Nah. Like the stuff Coyote Peterson
The
does,
snapping
I think
turtle?
that's where I would
Yeah.
draw the line. That's the only thing I can think of like from YouTube that I wouldn't do. Anything you can think of?
Just
Dylan?
anything like fear related, like a Fear Factor episode. Like, nah, I'm not
No,
doing
I would
that, bro.
definitely do Fear Factor.
Really? You wouldn't do? I would do Fear Factor. I just wouldn't do Coyote Peterson because that's like that would hurt.
It
was like
would depend. It would depend what it is.
It's
I
like
guess.
stick your hand in a bucket full of slugs. It's like that's gross, yeah, but it's like I'm not
Yeah, I would
gonna
do that.
die.
Yeah, okay, I
But
would
if
do
it's
that.
Like, it's
I'm
like,
like,
it's
alright.
like I want you to
Fear
put your
Factor
dick
is
in his
based on your
vampire.
fears.
Yeah, but it's based on my
yeah.
fears. I'm like, all right. Actually, I don't know. I have a fear of like falling, but I myself
throw
would
you.
Yeah,
No, they've done that before. They've done that
survive.
before. They bungee jump.
yeah. Okay, I
like
wouldn't
trains
do
and
that. I wouldn't do stuff like that. But I would like skydive. I don't know. For some reason, like,
Skydiving feels safer than bungee jumping.
yeah, it feels weird. Like, I know like rationally it doesn't make sense, but I would
I think it
skydive.
kind of does though because
the
like,
bungee could
there's
break.
always the fear of the bungee just breaking and you have no protection, right?
Yeah.
Like sure, the parachute could.
But there's a
miss-
backup parachute.
But like
Yeah,
yeah,
there is a
not only
backup.
that, and also the parachute malfunctioning is so rare. Like it's maybe the bungee
Anything
cord
could
thing.
break because that could be negligence
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I kind of
Like
receive
the only
that.
thing I'm really like scared of per se is like I guess clowns, but it's not really like a
You're afraid
fear
of
of
clowns?
clowns. It's just like they make me uncomfortable
Wow,
sometimes.
so I came dressed up as a clown one day.
No,
and
because
then-
like I know it's you and yours, whatever. But it's like sometimes it's like clowns tend to make me uncomfortable. Not like I'm scared, it's like uncomfortable. Like an
it makes
eerie
you
feeling.
uncomfortable.
It's an eerie feeling. So it's like
So you told me I should like call off the clown I hired that one day to come in on the podcast episode.
I don't know if he comes in here, I'm
So
gonna
if I
have to bend him over on camera.
got the Joker, baby.
It's a joke, baby. Like the joke
The
at
fucking
CD.
Joker. If I walk out and I just see a fucking like a Joker with like someone's face, I'm killing myself. What the fuck are we doing here, bro?
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
fun to
biting my
bring him on the
tongue.
episode. I fuck with the
Special
Joker.
guest,
The Joker.
It's like, where's the Joker?
Tyler,
It's like,
where's this Joker?
It's like, where's the Joker? Devin's like, she tears off your face, like, I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker.
That'd be fun.
No, but like even then, it's like it's not like a fear that's like irrational or anything. It's just, I mean, I guess it is irrational, but it's like
It's just
I'm
uncomfortable.
chilling. Like
Yeah.
if there's like a clown in here, I wouldn't be like, I'd just be like, you know,
yeah.
I'd be chill. If he makes a move, I'm gonna like watch him, but like,
Just be eyeballing the whole time.
yeah.
All right, next one. What's your go-to candy?
Kit Kat.
Ooh.
Easy. Mine will always be
What a
Kit Kat.
basic ass choice.
Whatever.
I
Kit
think
Kat's my
so.
go.
Ash.
I
It's
think I'm gonna go
whatever.
Skittles. Skittles, I can't really go wrong with Skittles. Maybe peanut M&Ms. Actually, no, yeah, peanut M&Ms are my go.
That's a good backup. I like peanut M&Ms.
Yeah. What do you think, Tyler?
I mean like an easy staple is Twizzlers.
Yeah, oh yeah, you
That's
can't
an
go
easy
wrong with
staple.
Twizzlers.
Like every time I've never had a Twizzler and be like I want to throw up and die.
Yeah.
Like I'm good.
Have you had that with other things?
Reese's Reese's peanut butter cups is also a good one for me too. I love Reese's. Yeah, I mean, I think that basically is. I mean, there's also like Fun Dips. They're not good, but like they're so nostalgic.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
it's so
I haven't had a
nostalgic.
Fun Dip in a long time.
Like Baby Bottle Pops, those are also good too.
Yeah.
I like the ones with like 3 segments, so you get like the powder and the beads. It's like a little candy sugar bead. They're so good.
All right, next
You should
one.
drop pops.
Are there okay? I'm struggling to read. Are there
You want me
any
to read?
stories that you guys haven't shared on the podcast on purpose, and if so, why? I mean, if we didn't share them on purpose,
Why would we share it now?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
but
think
if
I
it's, like,
have
just-
one though. Like
If
genuinely.
it's just like not on purpose, just something we haven't talked about on the podcast. I mean, sure, it happens all the time, but like, I don't know if we could recall it like that. I mean,
it has to be
Tyler
like in
said
the moment.
the hypothetical one earlier that you had with Eduardo being the gerbil, but I mean, if it's just the why, it's just because they talk outside the podcast, so conversations happen. I guess
Yeah.
that would be the why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a time where like, all right, I can't tell this one story just because like it's bad or
Yeah.
like anything else. I don't think there's ever been a case like that.
Yeah, it's not like Devin's like, oh, I can't tell everyone how I killed this person like
Yeah.
in 1972. Like,
And I hid in my basement. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
yeah.
I started
Yeah.
hearing a heartbeat under my floor. It was like a whole
Yeah.
thing.
Weird. No offense again, but like weird question. I don't know why it's worded like
Weird
that.
chant, weird chant.
Since you guys don't talk about it on the movie Theory 3, who would you say is your favorite director?
I don't think I have one.
I don't think I do. I don't really think about directors like that.
Me neither.
It's
It's
more
more
of
of
a
a-
movie head, right?
It's more of like an actor. Like if I watch movies for
Yeah.
actors, not really for directors.
Mhm. I mean, I could obviously say like Quentin Tarantino, but
I was
I've only
like,
seen like
Tarantino's a
2.
good choice.
So I don't even like. I wouldn't say I'm a Quentin Tarantino fan.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan's pretty good too.
But even then, I've only ever seen like 3 Christopher Nolan movies. I think the Batman trilogy.
I mean, I guess I can go George Lucas because I like Star Wars.
Yeah,
I guess.
good,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have one though. I really don't even think about directors like that. Like in my movie directory, I could maybe tell you like 3 of the directors. I don't know directors like that. Next one, we've got, if you could have one of your hypotheticals picked up by a studio or a mangaka, which hypothetical would it be? And which studio or mangaka would you choose?
Probably Jowp X and
UFO table. I need jump back. I need to see the fight teams like.
Jowp X UFO table with the art style of Yusuke Murata.
True.
I mean, Jowp, you can't go wrong with the Mappa either.
You can't.
Yeah.
Blood God would also go crazy, I think, but I think Jowp just has to be the pick here. Jowp seems like it's the most.
It's
It's the
more
storyline
thought out.
I care more about, right? So I think I would go Jowp as well. Studio, yeah, UFO table or Mappa. Mangaka, I would say RIP Prime Mira.
I'll say Mira would be pretty good too.
Mira in his prime would be
His
good.
anatomy
Which
is
one's Mirror?
everything-
Mirror's
it-
the
Berserk.
Berserk. I thought you were gonna say
Mirror's
Blood
just
God
so
was
good.
like Berserk drawing.
Oh my
That'd go
God.
kind of crazy.
Oh, dude, Mira doing Blood God would go crazy.
And I was like, say Blood God. That might be my choice.
Like, I
Blood God
can
with that.
just imagine like a scene like imagine like the eclipse. But like instead of the hand, it's just like blood raining down, and like y'all just beat the blood god, and then you see Eduardo just sitting there like basking in the blood.
That'd be
And then
kinda
he's
cool.
the new
Mira would
blood.
go-
He's the new
Mira's
blood
Blood God,
god. So then
yeah.
y'all gotta fight the new blood god Eduardo.
Like Blood God's an easy second place. It would be interesting as well. It's just I just have Jowp higher. I mean, mangaka. I don't really know who I would pick for that because Mira's usually been my pick. But who else? Oh, I can't remember his name anymore. But the guy who makes Vagabond and Slam Dunk. You'd have to actually finish
yeah.
it. But you know, I'd pick him.
I mean, he finished Slam Dunk, kind of.
Yeah, like years ago.
Yeah.
'Cause that was in his prime when he wasn't like, nah, I don't want to finish anything anymore.
Yeah.
If I take prime, dude, why can I not think of his name? I don't know.
I don't
If
know
I
his
take
name either.
prime of him, sure, I'll take it. I'll take him. I think he's probably the best bet. I would choose.
I think Murata's also a safe choice. Or yeah, Murata's
I
pretty
mean,
safe
art
choice.
style wise, but he's not a good storyteller.
No,
So I
but we
wouldn't
already
choose
have
Murata.
the story.
Yeah, you just
We have
drawing
the
it.
bare bones
Well,
story.
well
right?
we
That's
could
why-
storyboard though.
But that's why I would get someone like a known mangaka like Inoue. I know is his first name. Like I would get him because he could help me, and he would have better storytelling months than I would by far. He'd be
Right.
way better. So the story would just be better naturally.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he took the story of Musashi that was already a good story and just made it better by making Vagabond. So I can only imagine what he could do for us. So I just basically want to help.
That makes
'cause
sense, that makes
we have bare bones, but we not like what we have on Jowp is not nearly enough to make a whole manga series. There'd be
Yeah.
so much filler space you need to do in there. All right. Did you already say yours, Devin?
Yeah, just I said Blood God and then whoever.
Mira?
Yeah, Mira. Yeah.
Okay. Our next one. What's your snack right after you wake up? So I guess like what's your
Water.
go-to snack when you wake
I was
up?
like, who's snacking in the morning?
I drink
Who's
water.
doing
I
that?
wake up.
Is that a thing you guys do? You guys wake up like, let me get chocolate bar.
No, I wake up. I'm like, my mouth dry. I'm gonna drink some water.
Yeah, pretty much every time it's always the water.
I wake up and I make breakfast. I mean,
Wow.
I can say like my go-to snack, which is probably like goldfish.
Goldfish is good.
Goldfish is goated. I love goldfish. Maybe like
Also, like pretzels. Like pretzels and pretzel sticks. Those are pretty good too. Rice Krispie treats. Those are also really good. I love
Okay.
Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
Snack, probably like a burger.
that's like yeah.
I guess.
My mom made burgers last night. I ate like 4 of them.
That's not really a snack, Tyler. It's more of a
He
meal.
snacked on them.
Like,
yeah, sure,
Like
he
the,
did
way,
snack on
the
'em.
amount of the quantity of food I eat is what defines a snack, but a small meal.
Yeah.
And like
Philosophy is Tyler.
like for
Food
me,
philosophy.
like a small meal could be like a regular quarter-pound burger.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right. Next question. When's the last time you either hit someone or got hit with a these nuts joke?
Oh my god, I almost hit Devin. I was editing the chicken coop episode today. And I
Did you
almost,
actually almost get me?
No, I didn't. But like in editing, I could have hit you because you could have hit me honestly. Because you said, "What's the first Pokemon?" I said, "Rhydon." You said, "Yeah."
I was thinking about that. I was like, someone's gonna say it, bro.
I mean, I'm not one to make these types of jokes. So like,
But I was like,
I never
I could edit it and be like, "Rhydon these nuts."
I can't remember.
it.
I don't think I've done a these nuts joke in a long time.
You hit
Last time
Devin. You hit Devin with the honeydew.
man, he did not hit me with
a
that,
long
bro.
time ago, though.
Yeah, but I guess
That's
I
what I was just about to get to. I was like, the last one I probably did, you guys
The
seen
honeydew,
it, 'cause
yeah.
I don't really do them outside the podcast really. So yeah, that's a good question though. I like that question. What was the first comic book you guys have read? And if you can't remember that, what's the one that made you get into comics?
I know mine off the top of my head. Mine was Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
That's the first one, or just the one that got you into
Nope,
comics?
the first one I read. It's actually the first one that my dad gave me. You seemed like something you would read. I think I was around 11 or 12 when I first read it. And like, I guess you could say like that's the reason why I love Deadpool so much. But I read other comics, but like it was my introduction into like comics itself.
Such a weird introduction because you don't even know the characters he's killing.
Nope. It was weird, but like he was reading it, so he was like, "Here, read this." I was like, "Okay."
I would say the one that got me into reading comics was actually The Killing Joke. It was one of the first ones I've ever read before. And on top of Killing Joke, I would also say Flashpoint, because it's both. I technically got in with Marvel because the question asked first, and the one that got me into comics. Like I've read Marvel before, but I wouldn't say I was into comics at the time. I was like into the idea of Marvel. But then Killing Joke made me be like, damn, these stories are actually really good. Like
Yeah.
Marvel comics to me at the time were just like mindless, like fun. Because they weren't really all too good. At least the ones I read weren't all too good, right? They were just entertainment. I wasn't like enthralled with the story or anything.
Yeah, and like go back to the point where you said like I didn't really know the characters. I knew like of the characters. Like I knew of Captain America. I knew of Iron Man only because like my dad would talk about him because like my dad's a huge comic book nerd. So he'd be like, yeah, I knew him by like proxy, but I didn't like know them. That makes sense.
Yeah. Tyler, you probably none, right?
Yeah, I don't read comics yet, but it's like I do know like a lot about comics because just like, talking to y'all and watching shows. I've watched a lot of shows, like pretty much any Disney show that revolves around Marvel. I've seen it just about, not in its full entirety, but like I've seen quite a bit of it. So I'm very knowledgeable about the characters that are like, at least in the show. Like like X-Men, like all the Spider-Man stuff. Watching like there was this show that my brother used to watch. It was like it was basically like Chibi Avengers. So it's like they would go through like.
Oh,
stuff.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I know like MODOK's on that one. And he's like basically like a gag character. He's like, I'm smarter than you. It's like, nah, shut up, bro.
Yeah, that's
next question.
And then obviously like, I watch Teen Titans like all the time too.
True.
So.
True. Would you rather never need to sleep or never need to eat or drink? You can still do both whenever you feel like it. You just don't require them to survive.
Never need to sleep.
I don't know.
You get so much done, right?
I would get so much done.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I don't never need to sleep because I'm gonna say like but like in a survival sense, like never needing to eat or drink will go kind of crazy.
It will go kind of crazy, but like what are the odds you're gonna be in a survival sense?
Exactly. In a normal day-to-day society, never need to sleep.
Also, think about it too. Like
I mean, but think about this though. You save so much money not needing to eat or drink though.
But you can make it up by working during those hours that you sleep.
That is true. I guess you can get a second job, but then you'd still. like sure you don't get like sleepy tired, but your body would be tired of always
No.
working, and your
No,
mind would be like, I
because,
don't like working.
'cause-
Not like tired in the sense of tired, but tired of like I don't
Bored.
want to.
You don't want to,
yeah.
yeah, but like you wouldn't get tired.
Yeah, but you get tired of doing it, right? You'd be like, I don't want to. Like, you can't act like you just would never get bored of doing
you get
work
bored.
all the time. Sure, you have the extra time, but doesn't mean you'd want to use it.
Yeah, but
all
like
the
I
time.
love to eat, and like even if I didn't need to eat or sleep, I'll still eat just because like I love eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I-
you, can,
then-
you can still eat though. It says you can.
You still-
Yeah, but like
can,
you said, like you save money, I wouldn't because I love to eat. I would just like, man, I'm craving this
And like
burger.
I think part of it too, like at least for me, because I fucking love food. So part of
love
like
food.
the enjoyment of food is
being
when you're
hungry.
hungry,
Yeah.
and then you're like, I'm craving, like my body is craving wings right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go get wings, and it's like, it makes like maybe a 6 out of 10 wing, like an 8 out of 10. It just makes it better. Whereas if you're like, you don't have any inkling of hunger or thirst, yeah, you can eat, but what's the point of eating? Like your
To
body.
taste it?
Well, yeah, but you taste like a bite. You're not gonna eat the whole meal, probably.
You could,
Like
I guess.
you could, but like your body doesn't need it. Whereas like
Yeah.
when you're hungry, it's like it's something like primal. You just like you hunger,
yeah.
you thirst, and it's like you get it. You know.
Oh, I would for sure take the sleep thing as well. It's just
I'll take sleep.
especially because I don't want to be. I don't like the feeling of tired is like the worst feeling. I'll take like being hungry over being tired.
It's also annoying when you have like work to do, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah,
I guess
but
I'll go to
gotta
sleep.
yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
sleep. Yeah,
Imagine how much editing I can get done if I don't have to sleep. I'd go
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
Those 24 hours things might go hard.
Next question. Oh, I like this question. I guess. If you could live in any anime world, which one would you choose?
I feel like we've talked about this.
we talked about it, but
talked-
never on a podcast.
No, I think we did.
No, we said
No.
which moment or which turn or which fight is what we said. We said which fight would you want to
Oh.
live is what we said. Anime world. I know we've talked about this before outside the podcast. Usually, me and Tyler were like fairy tale because
That'd be
like
fun,
the magic
yeah.
system, right?
That's really
Imagine
fun.
it would be fun,
Also,
yeah.
like Pokemon probably goes hard.
I think
Yeah.
Pokemon will be my choice. I think Pokemon has to be my choice. I love.
Like, I
Pokemon.
love
Probably the
Pokemon.
safest bet you have.
I mean, if you
Not,
if
like
you,
obviously not the safest, but it's like one of the safest.
one of the
because,
safer ones.
Like the Pokemon world isn't that dangerous. To
it kind
you.
of
Like,
is if you look at like Pokemon, like what they actually do as opposed to what they do in the games. Like Gengar, like just kill people.
Yeah,
I'd want to have a
he's
Gengar
an actual
because
menace
Gengar's
to
one of my
killing
favorite
people.
Pokemon ever.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
you have to like be in his area, right? If you chill,
No, he will hunt people. He will go out just for the thrill of killing people. He will put you to sleep just to eat your dreams, and then when you eat your dreams, you die.
The entire catalog of Ghost Pokemon are just villains. They're all villains.
Driftlooms, like little balloon ones.
Yeah, they
It
take
kidnaps
kids
kids.
away.
Yeah, they
Like
They're
it's
all
a menacing world.
I'm still living it though. Just
Yeah, I'm still living it. Like
it.
imagine you just like going to work and then like a fucking Steelix like blows up your van. And you're, like,
I mean,
your
he's
little,
not
like,
doing
thing.
that, but
Yeah, he like, pulls out the ground like, and you're just like, great.
I was-
You can't do anything.
I think I'd still take Naruto. Even then, like I'll take.
What are
Hear
you
me out, hear
doing?
me out,
Who
hear me
are
out.
you?
Hear me out. I'll take Naruto in the Boruto era.
Oh, so okay.
I'm not gonna take like Prime Warring States era. Like Madara versus Hashirama time. I wouldn't
I'll
be
take
that.
like 1 week pre-pain. Like
yeah, like, no, I'm thinking like Boruto era Naruto. I think it'd be fun. Like
This is
learning
like
the
aliens coming from the
jutsus.
fucking sky though.
I mean, I got Naruto.
I mean, yes and no.
I got
though.
Naruto and Sasuke, bro.
Has the village been destroyed since like?
No,
No.
No, so the village. Okay, then yeah, I guess that's a good choice.
yeah. So yeah, I'll take Boruto era to Naruto. I just think the idea of like in the world of Naruto is interesting. I want to learn jutsus. I can do the ninja tools they have.
All right.
So I think that'd be my choice. Next question, 3-part question. Okay. What stand do you think would be the most useful in real life?
Heaven's
what stand
Door.
is the best? And what
Door.
stand is the most underutilized in this series?
Heaven's Door. Well, 3 for 3.
No, the Heaven's Door's not underutilized. He uses Heaven Door.
He uses it doesn't mean
No,
he's not
I
using
would
its full
definitely not say
potential.
it's
There's definitely
How is it
more
underutilized?
stands.
Right. yeah.
He's utilized it to the best he could in his part.
He erase everything. Completely erase someone's existence, like their mind.
Why would he do it? Who would
Why is he a
could.
villain?
I don't know he
Is he a
could.
villain?
He need to.
He hates
that,
me.
that wouldn't,
You know how much
make
I
it-
hate someone to like erase their existence, Tyler?
saying underutilized isn't like implying like they could do more, they just didn't. It's just like something that would have been useful, right? Like it's not useful from just erase people's existence for no reason because
Could
he's
be.
bored.
What if he was like he found Kira and he's like, I'm gonna erase your existence.
Yeah, he couldn't though.
He was trying to find
He
Kira,
tried.
and when he
Yeah,
did, he
like,
died. He blew up, Tyler.
Oh my, whatever.
if he could, he would have, Tyler. He
And then he-
tried everything he could.
Utilize stand JoJo.
I'm trying to think though. Like,
I mean, let's just go one by one here. Most useful in real life, I think we all
Heaven's
agree
Door.
on
Heaven's Door.
Heaven's
That's the stand
Door
I
is
would
most
want.
useful, yeah. Which stand is the best? It either
Best
be
is like
It'd either be like D4C.
Yeah, I was like D4C.
Wonder Review maybe, but that's only if you're like a villain. Like, why do you need Wonder Review? So I'll take D4C or even Heaven's Door still.
Like it's what you define as best. Like what like strongest, then.
That's right. I was thinking about like
because like Made in Heaven might go crazy. Like,
it's just like
strongest.
just best then.
I mean, I can this still stands like a.
I think it would
just have to be.
It has to be Made in Heaven.
It has to be Made in Heaven or like.
I mean,
no.
I think
actually I'll take D4C. I think D4C.
I would say there's a couple stands that can
because like D4C can exist and then Made in Heaven just resets the universe.
Okay, we're not talking about versus each other though. It's just like in a vacuum, which is the best. Like
also, it takes time.
Like a better one.
Like there was time
with infinite speed. He has infinite. He gets progressively faster.
But
it's not infinite speed. He gets faster.
Yeah, he gets faster. But it still took time for him to reset the universe, and I think there's a couple stands that can still fight.
But what could a stand do when he's doing that? Like who could step in?
You know, Jodor was going to beat Poochie until then he's like, oh fuck, I have to save my daughter. If Jolene wasn't there, Jotaro was stopping
at the time,
Poochie.
But like when he had Made in Heaven, Jotaro wasn't touching Poochie.
Jotaro literally said,
"No,
fuck."
He's right. Jotaro would have like Poochie knew this. Jotaro was gonna kill Poochie if Poochie didn't like throw like knives at Jolene, so he had to save Jolene instead of killing Poochie.
Okay.
He's like, "Fuck, all right, you got me, bastard."
Yeah,
I guess it's just been a while.
Yeah, and even then, that was with a 5-second stop time. Imagine like Prime Dio with his 11 seconds, he would have.
Yeah, he would have destroyed.
Especially because of the regeneration. What would Poochie do to Prime Dio? Like nothing he could do.
He wouldn't even want to do anything.
Yeah, he would.
I think the time stop's a little underutilized. Like I know Dio used it a lot, but I feel like Jotaro could use it more. I don't know.
I would kind of agree, but it feels like Jotaro. The thing is though, Jotaro does use it. I just feel like he uses it at weird times.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like he uses it smartly.
It's not like he doesn't use it a lot. It's just the fact that he uses it at random times. Or he's just like, let me stop time and look. And then he's like, all right, I've gathered my intel. Now we fight regularly.
Like, why? No, I'm not fighting you regularly, bro. I'm stopping time and I'm knocking you out. You're not...
It's weird. Like I kind of agree. It is partially underutilized because Jotaro uses it weirdly.
Yeah.
Like Dio definitely.
No, Dio's a villain.
Dio used it on God. He used it the right way. And then he was like, the world. Spammed it.
The world put your gut. All right, you're dead now. Like, okay, yeah.
Bro spammed the world. Jotaro doesn't nearly use as much as he should.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could say it's the most underutilized though.
Well, I think
it's still utilized very well.
I guess, but like he could increase the time links of the world. He just chooses not to. He chooses not
True,
to.
He could just well, you can say he chooses because the reason he says in part 5 why his number doesn't go higher is because he's never been challenged. If he gets challenged, like that's why Dio's kept getting higher, because he was fighting Jotaro.
Oh, that was like the more because I thought the way they explained it was like Jotaro's time stop got shortened because he wasn't using it as much
because he's not being challenged. That's what
I guess, yeah.
So no one challenged him enough to make him need to get it higher. Yeah. Same with Dio. Like the reason Dio's got to 11 seconds is because he was fighting Jotaro.
Right.
It would have never gotten high. It would have stayed at 5 seconds.
And also, if you think about it, like it sounds very useful. It's only 5 seconds. What are you gonna do with 5 seconds?
Well, when you have Jotaro's speed, it matters.
Yeah.
Like outside of a fight though, like how does that serve your everyday life? 5 seconds realistically every day. What's it do to you?
I mean, you can still do something. You can still do a lot.
Really.
But what I'm asking is like Devin, you right now you get time stop, not a stand, just time stop. You get 5 seconds. How is that gonna boost your everyday life?
I start gambling.
I mean, in a race, he could pretty much win any track and field race. I mean, it looked like he's teleporting. They were like, "Yo, what bro doing?" I mean, I guess unless you just use your 5 seconds to be like, and just come back to the spot. But then you just sabotage. They think it's kind of sus that every time you race, everyone trips.
I think he's more. You can use it more in everyday life than you think.
I don't. Because that's not really day-to-day life. That's like a very specific
I would
event.
make it my day-to-day life. If I had the ability to time stop, I would go out my way and start doing things.
You get immediately, because like you're some nobody and you're beating Usain Bolt. Like, why? Yeah. You have no formal training. Like,
what are they gonna do?
They're gonna disqualify you.
I mean, I already made my money.
No, you didn't. They're gonna disqualify
for that one time.
And that's all I need. That's when I go on.
Eventually, they'll be like, "Stop this nigga from everything." Be like worldwide banned. It'd be like the carjacked Eduardo situation.
Yeah, it would.
Because let's say like tomorrow, you don't do anything special. You do your normal thing tomorrow, whatever you would normally do tomorrow, right? But you had the ability to stop time for 5 seconds. How would that help you tomorrow? Like you woke up, you have the ability. It's gonna be gone when you go to sleep.
Oh, to be gone. Okay, then yes. I don't know.
Like that's what I know I'm taking it's like a different like part of it, but when I'm saying every like day-to-day life, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I could do this, because there's so many things that are going to stop you from doing that. Like if you lived your life the way you would normally live your life, how would that impact your life?
I'll just pick up boxing.
Yeah. We're tanging a little bit.
Yeah, we are.
I'd still say, like, cause I can't think of anything right now. I have to like go through a list. Probably Star Platinum's the only thing I can think of underutilized because of this situation. It's not us using the stand. It's Jotaro
using the stand. Yeah.
It's different. But I can't really think of
the
anything
hand,
else.
like
Okuyasu
could have just eliminated Kira whenever you want. You didn't.
The hand's probably a good point as well. You have any things you're thinking of?
Not for underutilized, no.
All right. I think we can move on from that question though. Next one. Do you guys have any theories on what the One Piece is or anything you would want it to be?
I think One Piece.
Not really.
Well, just like my theory is like I think that the One Piece is just toppling the established order, because it's gonna go back to like the Void Century and stuff. So it's gonna be like basically destroying the sentiment of the Red Line and how the government's above everyone, and it unites the world into one piece. And then like that could be the All Blue, like actually like either physically destroying the Red Line, thus creating the All Blue, or it's like metaphorically, and the All Blue is just like everything is the All Blue at all times. It's just like perception wise things are different. That can also go back to like Poseidon and all that stuff with Shirahoshi and stuff. How it's like she can contribute to the All Blue by like unifying the oceans or whatever. There's a lot that goes into it, but that's just like my baseline assumption.
You have anything, Devin, that you'd want the One Piece?
I don't want. No, at this point, I'm just waiting to see what it is.
Yeah, you're waiting to see Whole Cake Island.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Same for me. I don't really have like I
have no
care
expectations.
Anything. I'm like it is what it is. I'm sure it'll be good, whatever it is. Next question. What are some of the best projects you guys have done outside of the podcast? I mean, I guess DD Pressure be one of them.
DD Pressure, yeah.
There was this one thing. We used to do a lot of projects. If you think of it, we did the anime opening thing. We did the waifu ABCs.
Yeah.
Top 10 anime characters. Technically, we did.
Yeah, because before we started recording, we just like, you know what? Let's have a group day where we just did something. Like, all right, who's the best waifu? Let's see it. You know, we had the whole like M tournament. That was kind of cool.
Oh, the M tournament, yeah. There's the old Minecraft servers. If you consider those projects, like our old vanilla server with the wall. I really like that server.
Yeah, I love that server too.
Best project, I would probably just go personally DD Pressure.
Probably DD Pressure for me as well.
Devin?
I don't really have an answer to this. Just anything that we've done like in the past.
You wouldn't choose anything?
I think my favorite thing that we've done is probably I think it is just the waifu thing, because I really like the M tournament. I'm like, all right, who's winning? Mikasa versus.
It was only because the M's were so stacked. We were like, we can't decide. We got to do a tournament.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. At this point in your lives, what is one story you would definitely want to tell your kids about? I guess the podcast, maybe.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I don't. As much as it seems like maybe history would look more differently on it, like in the future. I don't think COVID was that interesting for me, really. Maybe like in the future, like history books will tell COVID like completely differently.
Like it was the next Black Plague or something.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it didn't change much for me, except the fact that I was like, damn, bro, a lot of places are closed and like.
Walmart's not 24 hours anymore.
Yeah. Or like sometimes you can't go to these countries. You need a vaccine just to get on the plane. Like other than small stuff like that, like I wasn't a traveler anyway, so it didn't really affect me too much. Like maybe if I was more rich or wealthy, then COVID would have affected me more. But like as an average citizen, it didn't really affect me too much.
I mean, you get the stimmies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially because our jobs, like we worked at Sonic during COVID, they didn't shut down. They said no, we're still open. We just wear masks and gloves, and we got the stimmy check. So if anything, it helped us.
The stimmy,
really.
Yeah.
So I mean, COVID kind of helped us. So yeah. Other than that, I think the podcast would be interesting. Just like, yeah, I started a podcast with my friends. We did this for a while. Anything else I can think of that we've done or that I've done? I can't think of anything. You guys have anything like at this point you would tell your kids?
I mean, I guess like college, but
besides like all my, because like I'm someone who loves to travel, so I've been to like a lot of places. So like all the places I've been and all the places I will be, because I know that in the future I might start traveling some other places. So just all the places I've been, all the stories. So like, yeah, me and my friends we did this, or I was here in this random state by myself.
Maybe I could talk about Juice WRLD, because like maybe people in the future be like, damn, Juice WRLD was this artist that he like died young, right? Yeah. Maybe Juice WRLD is still popular, and I'm like, yeah, I saw Juice WRLD before he died.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah, sadly.
Next question: favorite ice cream flavor? Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream, mint chocolate chip, pumpkin.
Not mint chocolate chip, valid.
Not in that order.
Yeah,
no.
Mine's probably strawberry or like butter pecan.
Right. Mm-hmm. Next question. What anime / manga are you guys currently watching / reading? What anime I'm currently watching would be Buddy Daddies and Blue Lock. Manga currently reading would be JoJo Lands. Technically JJK, like a lot of those Shonen Jump stuff.
If you consider like stuff that you've already like you're continuously reading from the past.
But like new, it would be like Bastard, and JoJo Lands. Those would be like the new things I'm currently reading.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just rewatching JoJo for fun, so I'm rewatching that, and then reading. I mean, I'm still like I said, reading One Piece. I'm reading JoJo Land, so JoJo Land's new, and then I'm also reading Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. I finished like Mushoku Tensei like a couple weeks ago, so I'm about to start watching Ranking of Kings. That's next on my list. I'm currently reading JoJo Part 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. What is your favorite part of the podcast? Probably stuff like this, just interacting with you guys, because stuff like this makes it more fun, right? If we're just coming out here doing our own thing and no one's interacting with us, it's probably not nearly as fun. Like the multiverse tournament wouldn't be able to happen without you guys. It would just be us going through it, right? And not to say it would be boring, but it wouldn't be as fun as seeing you guys think who would win than us just going like, because there's 3 of us, sure we could do like a voting, like I vote Batman, Devin wins, right?
Yeah,
we can do
very
that.
boring.
But I think it's more fun that you guys get involved here and you guys make your votes. So I'd say you guys, really, honestly.
Yeah, it's to the fans as well.
I mean, I don't want to copy y'all, but like
I mean,
when I see YouTubers and Twitch streamers, they talk to like their fans in their chat, and they see they build a community. That's something I want to do. I want to build a community, and seeing the small community we have already, it already makes me happy. So I'm excited to see like where the community goes from here.
Well, if we could say, aside from the viewers, is there anything you think of like that you like about the podcast?
I don't know.
It's a nice break from like
life
from
yeah.
reality.
Yeah,
it's something to look forward to. It's like, damn, every day we record this.
Every insert day.
We can do it.
It also gives like more reason to talk. Not like we don't talk, but like I don't know, just.
Well, also like for me at least, it gives me the opportunity to do stuff like Chicken Coop. So it's like it's something that I probably wouldn't have done if it wasn't for this, and it wasn't for like y'all like watching the actual stuff.
Yeah,
even though I wanted to do it.
It gives us a media to talk about our opinions on, or not a media, a platform to talk about our opinions.
Exactly, yeah.
And like Tyler said, it does feel like a break in my life. I'm like, all right, life is getting a little too stressful. All right, I know I have this one day where I'm either doing something fun, I know it's something I like to do, or we're drinking. So
yeah, or we're drinking. So it's fine.
All right, next question. Is there a reason that you guys stick to having just 3 hosts instead of 4 with Eduardo Jose? We've already went over this one.
Yeah.
Next one. Any chance you guys would play Jackbox again? Talked about this one already as well. Do you guys have anything planned for episode 100, or have you not thought that far ahead yet? Yes, we do. We've been. I've already had the idea for episode 100 for a long time. So yes, we do have an idea for that. And no, I'm not going to tell you. For any new viewers like myself, who don't have any time to watch all of season 1, which 5 episodes would you say are must watches?
Not even 5. Just watch the award show. We go through the biggest hits of the entire season.
That's not really season 1 though, really.
It is. The award show, it puts a bow on everything, because you can go beyond the award show, but the award show kind of sums up season 1.
Yeah, but there's certain moments that you can't capture, like that. Living in DC or living in Gotham.
Aside from award show, if we had to pick 5, what would you pick? I think let me just go off if I can remember. I think Living with Superheroes is one.
Yeah, Living with Superheroes is one. Yeah.
I think Liz's episode is one you have to watch as well.
That was fun. Yeah.
Blood God, Jowp X, and Xenon. Probably the ones I would say.
5. Those are pretty heavy hitters.
Maybe I would take out Blood God and put like top 5 society. Maybe that's what I would say. But yeah, it's pretty much what I would say. 5 must watches maybe.
But I think if you just want to find like a starting place, I think the award show is probably the best place to start, because you get a taste of each episode. Yeah, and then you go like, okay, this one sounds cool. I'm gonna go watch this one.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that at all. It's like it's an accurate statement. Like you can definitely get an idea of things. Yeah. But you don't get the full scope.
To go over some episodes like Gabe didn't mention, like some sleepers. I really like the FBI is watching us. I really like that episode. I think it's kind of funny. And then like the Last Men on Earth. That's a pretty fun episode.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. Tyler, any other?
No. I think that's fine.
Tyler's like, season 1.
Because I'm also I'm also
watching.
Like, I'm thinking like, really, like other than like Liz and Living with Superheroes, I wouldn't really go beyond 20, like before 20, because there's not really much worth watching.
Last One on Earth is in there too, 15.
Yeah, I mean like there's that, and then like other than those though, there's not really much else that I can think of.
I think Devin's first episode, had it not be cut off, was pretty good as well. Tyler's I think both of their first episodes are pretty good as well. Episode 1, I feel like You don't have to. It is our episode 1, but you really don't have to watch episode 1 off. It's really just the Eduardo show.
It did feel a lot like it felt a lot like of the meme of like we should start a podcast. That's
Yeah,
what
it did. Really, we should have probably.
we should start a podcast.
But yeah, those are pretty much the ones we would give out. How much money would you need to make before considering the podcast or the channel a full-time job?
Livable with disposable income.
500, 400 to 500 a month, like already split. I would take it. That'd be enough. I'd quit my job.
Yeah, I'll quit my job too.
Yeah, I mean, I say like livable income. I would probably be fine with 500, but like I would.
Wait,
I do.
No, hang on.
Like,
I meant a week, not a month. The 400 a month, no shot.
Yeah,
I meant a week.
Because I was about to say, like I said, livable income.
400 a month.
Yeah, you're right. You said that. I was like,
yeah,
I was like, oh, that's what I'm making. Like $13 an hour.
If I have income that I can pay my rent, I can pay for food, and then also have enough that I can like spend on other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I could buy a manga once a month, or we can go get food sometimes, like out to eat. Like that would be the point where it's like, so whatever number that would be for our location, that would be probably it.
Yeah, like Gabe said, if we got to the point where like we were making like 400 a week or 500 a week, I would like, hey, we should probably like live together so we could start saving money and then like put that money that we are making extra somewhere else.
And I can make some pretty big ass meals.
I would actually also say though, maybe 400 to 500, like realistically, I could make it a full-time job, but knowing me, I think I would still have a job on the side because 400, 500 a month it's still, or not a month, a week, it's still good enough, but I would want more. Like I know if I can make 400 or 500 a week from just recording one podcast every week, of course I'm gonna still have a job on the side. I'm making extra money.
It's like double,
obviously.
more than
like
double money.
Yeah, so like enough for me to actually just say, okay, I'm only doing the podcast, probably 1,000 a week. Then I'd be like, okay.
Livable, like I said, livable with disposable income.
Yeah. Then I'd be like, okay, we're good. I'm gonna just focus all my efforts on the podcast. But then again, 400 a week, I would lessen my hours, but I wouldn't quit completely.
Because I think
lessen my hours so I could focus more time to the podcast.
And this, if we get that big, there's gonna be like a lot of stuff. Like we're gonna have a lot of different projects going on at the same time.
Yeah.
But realistically, it's not gonna take all of our time.
Yeah,
so it's like
also with that much money, we probably have an editor, so it would take a lot of my time away. So not take it away, but like give me more time in a sense. Like all the time I spend editing and stuff is all gone, and I can spend more time just thinking of ideas and working to the podcast. So that would help a lot. So I mean. Yeah, the money would definitely help for certain things.
Yeah.
Next question. I'm a new viewer, so I don't know if you guys have already answered this before, but why did you guys choose Thursday for the podcast episodes?
We said we did. Maybe one day we switch it up. Like, all right, it's Thursdays.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe could talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I chose Thursdays because you could say our idea, but like. The reason we wanted to start a podcast was hugely influenced by Trash Taste. We all really enjoyed Trash Taste. We were like, damn, bro, they're 3 homies who do start a podcast. We're 3 homies. It was like me and Eduardo and Jose were talking about. So we're like, we're 3 homies. We can start a podcast, right? And we have our own crib now. We have this area we can record at. So we kind of did. So, and that was the reason for why we started it in a sense. And then choosing Thursday was mainly because we were like, we ain't competing with Trash Taste. They're on Friday. We ain't doing it on Friday. We're going one day before. We're Thursday. So we can like, because we also watched, I know like Devin and Tyler had also watched Trash Taste. So we're like, in a sense, we're giving them like back-to-back days where they can watch 2 podcasts. So they can watch us Thursday and them Friday. Yeah. Although realistically, we could have still done Friday easily because their podcast episode don't come out till like 5. So we could have easily just done Friday, but like at 12 and it would have still worked. But like, I don't know. That was just the thinking I was
also
at the
now
time.
it's just like normal.
Yeah, like it would be weird to change it up now. Like,
like for me, it's like it's Thursday, but I got a podcast.
True.
Even though I've been on it, so I already seen it, like lived it. But you know.
Also, if you think about it, it gives it gives something for people to look forward to because not a lot of people upload on Thursday. So guess what we do, so people can look forward to that. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much it. And I do think we have answered that before, but you said you're a new viewer. I think we have to take that into account. A lot of times I think like, oh, I've already answered this before, like in the previous episode. But I also think there are new people, especially now at this point where we
had a lot like in the past couple weeks.
Yeah. We have to take into account there are new people who haven't seen every episode, so it's not fair to us to assume they've seen all the episodes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I do got to take that into account more often when I'm thinking about stuff like that. If you had to guess based on where you are right now, how many subs do you think you will have by the award show?
We talked about that.
That was the time capsule. That was a different time.
Yeah. I mean, I think I said 100, and I think I'm still rocking with 100.
I think you said a little bit more than 100 now, because I remember I said 100.
About average views.
What?
Average views, I said like 300 something.
I still said 100. I was like, yeah.
I think subs 100.
Show?
Yeah.
What would it be like?
We're at
It's gonna
67
start
right
in
now.
like August.
So we got about
maybe.
for 6 months, so give or take.
I want to say probably 80s, 90s, maybe. I want to say. Next one. Excluding yourself, who do you think is the funniest in the group?
Let me. We did talk about this like on the episode 30 something.
Yeah,
the
like who's the
quiz
funniest?
episode. Who's the funniest?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think peaks probably like Eduardo. I think
You got
Eduardo has his
Eduardo?
peaks. He has his peaks.
I don't remember the last time I ever laughed at anything Eduardo said.
I usually laugh at Eduardo if anything.
But other than that, I don't know. It's like
I don't know. I feel like
Talk about peaks. I'll take peaks at Jose. I
Peak
think
Jose?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Jose's peaks are pretty high sometimes. I would rock with.
consistent, probably Devin. I'd say like you're like most consistent.
Is Devin funny?
Sometimes. He's the most consistent.
You're
I
never
think.
there when I'm funny, Gabe.
He's funny in
Makes
Discord.
sense. That makes sense. I'm never in Discord.
Yeah. So it's like I think consistently Devin's probably the funniest.
Now that I think about it, I did say I usually do laugh at Eduardo, but I think I would say Eduardo only because like it's funny. Because like, it's weird because it's Eddie and it's like an Eddie and Eduardo combo. So like Eddie will ask him something and then Eduardo will respond stupidly. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So I guess based on
It's
that pretense,
situational.
It'll be
Yeah.
alright.
it'll be Eduardo.
Yeah.
Next one. If you couldn't fight back. Oh no! If they couldn't fight back and there were no repercussions, who in the world would you want to beat or fight? Basically, is what they're saying. So I could just beat their ass and they can't fight back and there's no repercussions. Who would I want to fight? Eduardo.
I don't know. I'm probably the nigga who shot like Arambe.
Ah,
Nah, that guy gotta
the
die.
past is the past.
Nah,
Eduardo presently is bothering me.
I write for my homies.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really like.
I don't know, like,
I'm not like a violent person.
Yeah, I'm a pacifist mostly, so it's like I don't
Yeah.
really care. Like if I had to pick any person or like anything,
Like it says anyone.
anyone,
I don't know.
Well,
Actually, it just says who in the world.
who in the world? Because I was like fighting a lion would be kind of cool. Just like
They can't fight back.
can't fight back.
True.
Like,
Wait, you
I'm
said
like,
beat the shit out of a lion? At
against
that
a
point, you
lion,
said abusing
tiger,
that
bro?
lion.
Nah, I'll take a gorilla, bro, just to like get my licks in. Like
You just want to abuse an animal?
abuse, he can take my hits, bro. It's a gorilla.
Then what are you gaining from this?
I'm massaging him, if anything.
What are you gaining from
It's like,
it?
it's like
then?
I fucking
I
fought a
punched a
gorilla.
gorilla.
Yeah.
Who else said that? No one. who
He
else
can't
said
fight back, nigga. Like, all right,
Okay,
cool, good for
let him
you.
know, let him
Oh, they
know.
know that? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Then for all they know, you probably didn't do it.
Like straight, basically, it's interesting to fight a gorilla.
Yeah, basically, we had audio trouble. We cut out. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. Basically, here I gotta find out where we are. Okay, here we go. Favorite athlete of all time.
I feel like we have to enter this.
We said GOAT athlete. Yeah, we've done this before. Me, and then again, take into
But
account.
GOAT
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
favorite though, because GOAT just means the best, but like favorite could be your favorite.
Favorite athlete?
Gotta respect Muhammad Ali. You guys can't really see him, but
He's on this
Muhammad
one,
Ali. Presently, I'm really a fan of LeBron. So either LeBron or Muhammad Ali.
Probably
are
go
the
like
ones.
Teddy Roosevelt.
What?
Bro had that dog.
Oh,
in him.
yeah, true.
He had the dog in
He
him.
had that dog in him.
I mean, I guess answer currently. Fuck, I'm trying to remember this one box's name. The one, I think you know Tyler. The one that like took like the anime stance. The Rock Lee
Oh,
pose.
he's on a
Oh,
boxer. He's
that's
an
not a
MMA
boxer,
fighter.
UFC
It's-
fighter.
UFC fighter, yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
So
Why
currently,
do you think Tyler know him, but I don't know him, bro?
Yeah,
Why
Game
can't
Watch
I
is
know
more
him?
because I know me and Tyler talked about him before, but I don't know if
Yeah.
you knew him.
Yeah, I know him.
Currently,
He's
I
the
love
style- they call him
watching.
the style bender.
Yeah, I love seeing all his like fights. So currently,
Yeah.
it's him.
There's this this white MMA fighter. He's like Welsh or something. He's pretty fun to watch too.
Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cutter.
No,
Cutter.
bro got like the Welsh monk bowl cut, and he's like he's the one that's always like hungry and he eats pizza after his fights during the interviews. And they're like, "Why are you eating pizza?" It's like, "I just cut for like a week and a half. I'm hungry. Let me eat."
Fair.
Fair.
Let him cook.
And dude's like not undefeated, but he has like
Pretty good record.
he has a really good record, and like most of them are knockouts.
Yeah.
Like, he dude's pretty crazy.
Next question. Who's an underrated artist that you guys listen to but you don't think gets enough recognition?
I think we shouldn't talk about this. Because
I think we can talk about it.
We did
still.
talk about like how it
Yeah,
could be
we
like
can
a
We can still
future.
talk, yeah, but we can still talk about it. I think it's not the same as the category.
Underrated, probably like Billie Eilish, maybe SZA.
Oh yeah.
I would say I think Denzel Curry. You guys have, if you guys seen the rap special, you know I've talked about Denzel Curry. He's definitely one, but he doesn't like being called underrated anymore. JID even a little bit.
I mean, JSD's getting his recognition a little bit now, a little bit. Just tad
kind
bit.
of, I guess. But other than that, let me see. Let me check my Spotify real quick.
FKJ.
FK Twigs. FKA Twigs.
No, just FKJ. No, like, what are you over now?
Okay. Oh, Anderson Paak. Yeah, him as well. Although because he teamed up with Bruno Mars, he's more well known now. But yeah, it's probably all I would say.
Yeah, a little more of a like a metal pick, like an alt metal type thing. What was it? I just looked.
He just
No,
Speaking of metal, I would also say Wage War as well.
Wage War definitely. Same thing with 0936.
Oh yeah.
I wear their shirts. You've seen me wear their shirts before, but Easy Way Out. There's this guy I follow on TikTok, and he does like small Spotify artists, and he did them, and they had like legit like 100 monthly listeners or something. Now they're at like 15 mil, or not 15 mil, 15,000. So they're getting pretty big. But yeah, they have some pretty good songs.
Yeah, already into FKJ.
FKJ. All right. Next one. What do you guys usually do after recording an episode? Already
Talk about
answered
that,
that. Yeah.
Daniel, I'm curious.
Do you guys have any more specials planned for the season?
Of course.
I wouldn't.
Oh, not
I'd say
special.
no.
Sorry, not special. Though. I thought that meant like
Stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
No,
No,
I would say
specials,
no, not at this point.
Not at the
Doesn't
moment.
mean we won't. We just don't have anything planned at the
Yeah.
moment.
yeah.
Are there any new guests that you guys plan on having for season 2? Yes, there are some, and hopefully, if everything works out, they should be here in either the 80s or the 90s. for
Relatively
sure.
soon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, which do you prefer, anime or manga? Manga.
I used to say anime. I think I'm kind of leaning more towards manga.
Yeah, I just like the idea of reading at your own pace in manga. You choose your own pace. You kind of.
You don't have to deal with pacing issues.
You also
usually.
get the what the author wants
Intended.
the story to be intended, right? The anime, you sometimes get the director of the anime's interpretation of things, and they change scenes based on what they see.
Yeah.
Like you see this a lot in Naruto. Naruto's anime and manga are so different sometimes to the point where there's a bunch of Mandela effects that it's like, oh, anime fans of Naruto thinks this happened, but it never happened in the manga.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would be anime. When I watch anime, I like being encompassed by the anime. So I'm not only watching it just for like the show, but I'm also listening to the music, voice acting, just everything about the anime. So
Yeah. Next question. What is the most embarrassing memory you have of yourself when you were younger? I don't know. I don't even think I have any.
I know
not that
one.
I can think of. I'd have to ask like my parents. I can't, because they're not like ingrained in my head. I can't think of. So I don't know.
I don't really get embarrassed, but there's always a story I like to tell about like the lotion.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Basically, to summarize it up, Devin had lube when he was younger because he thought lube was lotion, so he wore lube all the time, and then everyone was like, "Bro, why you have lube?"
Yeah.
That's pretty much the story.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't buy it. My mom bought it for me, but
Sure, we're really believing that Devin's mom bought him lube.
Let's say that's real. That's even funnier.
yeah, that's why I would preference. Like my mom bought me lube, and I'm putting it on.
That makes it
I'm putting it
worse,
on in class, and Tommy was like, "Bro, why?" You?
why you got lube? And everything?
I was like, "Bro, what do you mean it's lotion?" And he's like, "Bro, this is like 90% water." I was like, "Okay."
Get lubed up.
Yeah.
Do you have anything, Tyler?
I don't really get embarrassed that often.
Nah, I don't think so. It'd come down to like maybe if we asked our parents, I'm sure they can bring up something that I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened. 'Cause, you know, sometimes you repress memories because you're like, I don't want to remember that, right? It
Yeah.
happens a lot.
Yeah.
That's why you kind of need your parents around. Sorry, Batman, but like you need your parents around to bring up these moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing off rip I can think of.
Is that it?
And yes, that was the last question. I had fun here. I'm glad
This
you
was fun,
guys really showed out here and asked a lot of interesting questions. Shout out to the bread question. Your goat.
You're a goat. I love toast.
He's not the only one. A lot of you guys had some good questions. I like the anime-based questions were really cool. I like those. The podcast questions were cool. Pretty much a lot of good questions here. I don't like the one, except the people who like called us out. Basically, like you guys are weird and like don't do that. Don't act like we're bozos or something.
But I think that means you're like a more of a fan because like you went out of your way to do it. Like
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
cared
have
enough.
to do that. You
Yeah.
cared enough to do it.
You could have just been quiet and left.
You just
but you
left
didn't.
it as is, but you
You
cared enough.
cared about making us better.
Exactly.
Mm.
Constructive criticism.
Exactly, and we take that very well.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty much it for us today. We saw a pretty longer episode here.
Yeah.
We can just wrap it up. Follow us on all the socials. Check out the Reddit.
bumping now.
People be posting in the Reddit sometimes. Keep up with the tournaments. The losers bracket usually been going on in the background. I mean, it might be caught up at this point, but keep up with all the brackets. Vote when you can. Every month you got the chicken coop. Make sure you look forward to those. Give us ideas for chicken coops as well if you would like.
Yeah.
Brush it. We'll see you guys next week.